All right, we're here. It's time for the semi-finals of the men's. Now, it will be raining. I'm going to say that straight off the top. It is going to rain. And if it rains, it's going to rain for a while. Today's going to be a crappy day of weather. So, we're going to... I thought it was going to rain. By the way, why is Darderi wearing, like, speed... Sunny, what are those sunglasses? What is he wearing? He didn't even grab the hand of the kid. Oh, that was why he didn't even see the kid. Darderi completely forgot to walk with that kid. Oh, that poor kid. Darderi completely forgot to. Oh, and they put the sunnies on too. Darderi selling merch. So what we're gonna do is, if it starts raining in the next 5 minutes, which it might, we're gonna stop the stream. We're gonna start again. We're gonna do it again, because if we watch 2 games and it rains for 3 hours, I'm probably not going to. We're not gonna sit here for 3 hours. We're just gonna restart. We're just gonna start again, all right? It is supposed to rain very, very soon. We'll see how many sets we. I mean, look, it would be a miracle if we get through this match without any delay. It'll be a miracle. And then we've got the night session, which is another whole thing. But it isn't currently raining, but it is likely to rain. How long will the break be? I don't know. It's rain. I don't know. It could be I just said. It could be 3 hours. It could be an hour. It could be 20 minutes. They could play in the rain. But we're just going to see what happens. I was hoping it would rain before we started, because then that way we could we wouldn't get interrupted. But it's going to start raining in like 10 minutes. So we'll see how many games we get. Hopefully the rain disappears. It's not going to happen. It's definitely going to rain. But hopefully we get through some matches. Or some sets. We really need to get through tonight because, yeah. I don't want to come back tomorrow and do a semi-final, to be honest. Hey, DJ, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate it. So we'll see. By the way, Deb, 21 times is ridiculous. Come on now. What's he doing? Is it due to the rain on men and women's final day? What do you mean? Your energy levels of yesterday's stream was a bit low. Please be more enthusiastic this time around. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I wasn't. Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah, sorry. Yes. Sorry, boss. Yes, boss. Yes. Sorry. Whoops. Yeah. Okay. What? Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Yesterday I wasn't. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. You're not even a member. You're not even a member. And you're ordering me around. That's crazy. By the way, your chat messages yesterday, they weren't interesting enough. Those questions you asked, not good enough. I need you to have a little bit more, I need you to ask more interesting questions. Can you do that for me? That'd be great. We just got here! We're 10 minutes in and you're doing this? Come on now. Ask better questions. Why aren't you jumping up and down every point? By the way, yesterday I was, considering my throat is completely wrecked, and it was like 7 o'clock in the morning after I'd been up for like the entire night, I think I did pretty good. All right, players are warming up. These two have never played, which is interesting because they both have been around. So yeah, so this is going to be really interesting. Darderi took out Zverev. Sinner, can you imagine? Took out Zverev. And Ruud has had a really tough run, but he's gotten through Lehechka, Musetti, and Hashanov to get here. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Now, chat, all jokes aside, I'm going to need to ask you, I know it's Friday, we're all getting a bit silly, you know, a couple of beers, maybe it's not even, you haven't even started work and you're already down 2 beers, all right? I get it. right? You drink on the job. It's Friday. I don't know how work works. But like on a serious note, today is going to be painful. The weather today is going to be the worst. We're going to talk. People are going to mention the roof more than we've ever heard it from any other day. Where's the roof? What's a roof? Why don't they have a roof? How are they not have a roof? Like roof is going to be the most used word in the chat today. But we need to be patient. All right? All of us, we all need to be patient. I don't want to hear complaining. I won't complain. I'll try not to. I won't complain. We just need to all be on the same page. We all need to be locked in. Because it's going to be a shit day. We're probably going to get like one set down and then it rains and then one set down and it rains. And it's going to be tough. Today is going to be a tough day. But we need to get through it together. We need to band together to get through this. All right? So shenanigans aside, let's be ready. We're in the trenches together today. All right? We're going to be in the trenches. And it's going to be wet. Rain everywhere. My throat is wrecked. I'm surprised I'm still here. So we all need to... I'm not going to yell. So to that one guy who said I wasn't energized enough, which was clearly a joke because I was off my face yesterday on a high of life, I will not be yelling unless I need to. Not at you. I mean, yelling at the at the match. Oh, I'm not going to yell at the chat. But I'm not going to waste my energy today. All right. Can we please... By the way, can we just have a collective prayer to the weather gods? Go away. Please. Appreciate it. If it's going to rain, rain over there. And over there. And in the middle, be fine. Clouds are dark. This is not good. I'm looking here and it says about 4 o'clock... quarter past 4. And about half an hour, we're going to get some real rain. And it might only rain for like 20 minutes, but... Hopefully, chat, if we get through today, we all should deserve a medal because I reckon today is going to be tough. If we get through these matches uninterrupted, that is a miracle. And we should all be bowing down to the weather gods because that would be incredible. But if we get through this day in one piece, chat, we all deserve a round of applause because we've done a great job. All right, here we go. Ruud's going to serve. I don't know what I said in the preview, but you all watched it because that's why I made it, because for you to watch it, and you all watched it. You definitely watched it. I know you watched it, and you definitely commented and liked it, and you shared it with a friend, and then they subscribed, and we doubled the subscriber count in about 24 hours because you all watched that video, and you knew what I said, and you read it, and you hung on every word, and then you commented your predictions so that YouTube pumped the video to other people because that's how the algorithm apparently works. Well, that's what they tell us to keep us making videos for the platform. And you liked, and then you shared, and you're like, check this guy out. And everyone's like, I don't even like tennis, but I'm going to follow because of this guy. You all did that. I know you all did. I know you did. So I don't know what I said in the preview, but you saw it. I'm pretty sure I said Ruud. Anyways, Ruud, first point, 15 love. Darderi, by the way, love his energy. I've been loving watching Darderi this week. Darderi. No, we're not doing this. 15 love. I left a dislike. You didn't tell us the exact score of sets. You're a member, but you got gifted a membership, so you're not immune. Bro came in here, admitted that he disliked the video. So that was you. Okay. Ruud. You said, yeah, I'm pretty sure I said Ruud in 3, right? It's not Darderi, it's Darderi. No, not today. We're not doing this today. I feel bound to watch the previews, really? No. I appreciate everybody who did. Thank you. Especially on this match, which is not really... It's not a high-profile matchup, so I get it. People don't care, but hopefully you watched it. Backhand return from Darderi, 30 love. As Darderi goes into the backhand of Ruud. Into the forehand of Darderi as we had a forehand rally. Darderi goes again, the forehand of Ruud as Darderi goes... with the backhand in the net, 40 love. How is this guy going to be tired though? Because Darderi has played so much tennis the last couple of days. He played like until 3 in the morning and through the smoke the other day. So is he going to be okay? Is he all right? Yeah, rain, go away. Yeah, we need that. We need that to come true. All right. Ruud serves. A fault. Second serve. Forty love. Into the back of Darderi. Backing out from Ruud up the line. Darderi gets it back. But it goes wide and Ruud takes the first game 1-love. I like this pace. Have you ever watched a match in a stadium, Cam? Yeah, I've been to the Australian Open in Wimbledon. All right, 1-love Ruud. 2 minutes. That's what I like to see. 2 minutes. Also, Chad, I'm going to a wedding tomorrow. And if I do say so myself, I look good. All right, 1-love. Oof, the clouds are so dodgy. Come on. Aren't we close to the Vatican City? Stop it. Can't they? Somebody call the Vatican. They can stop it to rain. They got powers. Don't they have powers? They've got powers. Surely they can help us. Surely. It's not my wedding. I'm going to a wedding. It's not my wedding. Can you imagine if I was streaming on my wedding? Like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna watch the women's final tomorrow, but yeah. I'm getting married tomorrow, and then I'm gonna come back and stream. Can you imagine? No, I'm an extra at a wedding. Backhand winner from Ruud. Ruud knows that I'm going to a wedding tomorrow, and he's like, I'm gonna finish this match before the rain, and I appreciate that. I love Casper Ruud for that. He knows that we have other. We want to get through this match. Now Mia's not going. As a return. Goes in the backhand of Darderi. Backhand out from Ruud as Darderi backhand to the backhand of Ruud as they just go backhand to backhand for a bit. As Darderi in the net, love 30. I don't think Ruud's lost a point. Has he won all the points? You won't stream on your marriage day? I'm already married. And bro's like, bro, but I didn't get invited to your wedding. If you showed up to my wedding, the police would have been called. But Cam, I watched you on YouTube. How'd you get here? How'd you... would that not be the most off-putting thing ever? Some random person rocks up to my wedding. It's like, but I watch you. It's like, hi. I'm too nice. I'd be too nice to be like, security. I'd be too nice. But oh yeah, you can sit at the back. 15-30. Darderi finally wins a point. Yeah, you can just sit at the back. Yeah, there's a spare seats back there. That'd be too nice. But I'm already married, so you can't go to my wedding, and I'm not planning to do it again. As with a forehand now to the backhand of Darderi, backhand of Ruud again, the backhand of Darderi. As with a forehand from Ruud again to the backhand of Darderi. Into the Ruud backhand. They go now with a forehand Darderi, Ruud now with the backhand again. Darderi goes backhand in the net, and Ruud's got break points already, 15-40. All right. You're also going to a wedding on Sunday? I was going to say, I'll see you there, but we're not going to the same wedding then if it's on Sunday. But good luck, or congrats, or have fun. Wait. Are you for Ruud? I picked him, yeah. Return. Goes in to the forehand of Darderi. Ruud. With a forehand again, the forehand of Darderi. Ruud on the stretch with the forehand up the line. Darderi backhand. Oh, he can't get it. Darderi is misreading the ball completely. He came out with those 1980s sunglasses that I think he's trying to sell on a website or something. Maybe he's drop shipping. I don't even know. Maybe he's I don't know. Maybe he's going to business with a sunglasses brand. But that was like, he's like, hey, look at these. And everyone's like, hey, where can I buy those? And now he's down 2-love. As with a serve again. Yeah, Darderi's got a side hustle. 2-love. And it's taking the focus away from his main job, which is winning this match. As with a fault, second serve. Driving and listening, nice. Keep your eyes on the road. Keeping a keen eye on the weather chat. Anyways, Ruud hits it out. It's love 15. Nice return, Darderi. So yeah, we're looking at... We've got light rain until about 4:30. Then 4:30... And then after that, it's going to be light rain again. But at 5 o'clock, it's going to be slight. It's going to be... So what? In about 45 minutes, it's going to piss down rain, pretty much. That's my expert opinion. Because I'm a self-appointed meteorologist. The wind's picked up too, which, if you know anything about weather, when it's windy, that's also something about it. Anyways, Ruud in the net, love 30. Maybe that's why Ruud's trying to get through this first set real quick, because he's like, hey, if I win the first set, I could win the second. I love 30. I don't think it's currently raining, but it's going to. Chad, if we don't get an interruption today, I'll gift a bunch of members. Yeah, how about that? How many you say? I don't know. How's 50 sound? I'll give 50 members if we don't have a rain delay at all today. If we get through both these matches unscathed, 50 members, because I'll be in such a good mood. As we're going to forehand now to the forehand of Ruud, to the forehand of Darderi. That's a good shot. Ruud on the stretch. Goes long. Darderi's got breakback points. Love 40. Love 40. All right, love 40. Love 40. Yeah, Bella, we're not doing the how to say the name game today. And so the backhand into the backhand of Ruud. Darderi backhand again to the backhand of Ruud is Darderi forehand. That's a good shot. Slice from Ruud. Darderi forehand winner. There's the break back. All right, we're back on serve. 2-1. 2-1. Looks impossible that it won't rain. Wait, it looks impossible that it won't rain. Do you mean that it's very highly likely it will rain? Is that what you're trying to say? Darderi. No, Darderi. How about Italian versus Italian final in Rome? Well, yeah, look, that could happen. That could happen if Sinner and Darderi win. You've got to look at the crowd when there's like rain around, because once they start putting on jackets and putting up umbrellas, you know shit's getting wild. But so far, we've played 3 games. Hey, that guy's got a piece of paper that he wrote on saying Darderi. I love it. I love that. Let's go, Ruud. You got this. Oh, you got broken. It's 2-1 back on serve. Who'll stop the rain? Who'll beat Sinner? Remember when Dimitrov had him beat? Injury struck. Who will stop Sinner's reign? Oh, you mean who will stop the reign of Sinner? Oh, that makes more sense. Darderi. Darderi. The next person that tries to teach me how to speak, I will ignore for the rest of the stream. Serve into the forehand of Ruud. Forehand now from Darderi. As with a slice from Ruud. Darderi comes in, puts it away. 15 love. The crowd's gone crazy now. Been following you since 2021. Hey, thank you for coming back. Appreciate it. Will you stream next week? Probably. Probably. Who's playing next week? Does anyone know? All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. Serving in the backhand of Ruud. Return the forehand to Darderi as Ruud backhand up the line. Darderi forehand on the stretch. Goes long. 15-0. Is Vera playing next week? Is he playing? Is that confirmed, or did he withdraw? Has he withdrawn yet, though? Cam, neither Darderi or Ruud is good enough to fight Sinner. Oh, okay, cool. No worries. Well, I'll see you when Sinner starts. I guess I'll just go home. Because there's no point in watching this match. I'll see you guys in like 6 hours. By the way, it's 15:30. Got Captain Obvious over here. 15:30. Chat, did I tell you not to lock in? Or did I just say that in my head? Did I not say lock in? That is unlocked. You need to be locked. All right? 15:30. As we get a backhand return up the line from Ruud. Darderi gets it back. Ruud with a forehand. That's a winner. All right, 15:40. Ruud. By the way, Darderi's already looking fatigued. Oh, don't show the weather, cameraman. Piss off. We can tell that it's raining. Go away. It's already rain. It's raining over there. Stay over there. Don't come over here. We don't want that rain. 15:40. First serve is a let. 15:40. As Darderi serves. Darderi's fatiguing already. As a return shanked from Ruud into the forehand of Darderi. Ruud with a forehand up the line. Darderi runs around the backhand to hit his forehand. Ruud's happy to hit a forehand into the backhand of Darderi. Backhand of Ruud again. Into that Darderi forehand. Ruud forehand on the stretch. Darderi making a move. Slice from Ruud goes in. Darderi forehand again. Ruud shanks it wide and it's 30-40. All right. 30-40. Yeah, didn't Zverev say, like, he was talking about the French Open? So he wasn't really thinking about Hamburg. But has he officially pulled out or not yet? I don't think he's pulled out yet, right? All right, return. Into the forehand of Darderi. Darderi missed it. And Darderi gets broken again. And Ruud has got a 3-1 lead and someone just put up an umbrella. That's not good. Excuse me, lady. Can you put down your umbrella? Please. Don't put jackets on. Sir, take your jacket off. What are you doing? I don't like this. We're only 15 minutes in. 3-1. I tell you, Ruud better not win this first set and then 1-love and leave. We gotta do that again. It's 40-30. No, it's 3-1. Serve. Into the backhand of Darderi. Return goes out. And it's 15-love. I'll tell you, chat, if Ruud can just channel Swiatek, we might get through this. I mean, like Swiatek when she's like, you know, bageling and stuff. 15-love. Serving to the backhand of Darderi. Slice. No. It's called a let. 15-love. Rinderknecht played. The leg is still a problem and he lost. Oh, you mean he played a challenger? Did he? Okay. Serve down the tee. Ace by Ruud. Underrated serve, Casper Ruud. Yeah, Ruud's playing Geneva. I wonder if he makes the final if he does play. He should. He probably will. He usually plays even if he does well the week before. He's not one to rest. 30-love. Another ace. Not mad. 40-love. 40-love. Demonor's playing next week, I think, in Geneva or Hamburg. He's playing next week at some stage. He's playing somewhere. Serving to the back of the Darderi. Return is out. It's 4-1 Ruud. 4-1. Oh, Chad is going to piss down rain in like minutes. Oh, he did get an espresso. Why didn't he just come out on court with one? Darderi's getting a coffee. Coffee break. Yeah, it is going to start raining in like the next minutes. Oh, if they get up out of the chair and play any points, it could be after this. Like they could sit down and then run away. The rain is right there. Yeah, if we get through this first set, it'll be a good one. All right. Yeah, we're almost at 300K, which is crazy. Do we really want another Ruud Sinner final? What happened last year? What do you want to? What do you want? What do you want? Chat. I know it's Friday. It's Friday. Why are we complaining? This is like Monday conversation. This is Monday conversation. You know, Monday, when we hit Monday and everyone's like, oh, not Zverev again. Oh, Zverev Sinner sucks. Oh, I hate that match. This is it's Friday. Friday should be like, who cares? And have fun. It's fun day. That's Fridays. Sunday's fun day. Friday's fun day. Before Sunday. None of this like, oh, no, Sinner Ruud. Who cares? There's no, what? It's either Sinner Darderi or Sinner Ruud, or if Medvedev causes an upset. Like, what do you want? Your options are limited. Pick your favorite. What's your favorite matchup? Go on. You're just going to have to pick one, chat. It's Andy Murray's birthday. Exactly. So, happy birthday to him. We have 3 slam finalists in the semis and you're complaining. Exactly. Tonight we're watching 2 Grand Slam champions play each other. Klaverdev's here. It's already a party. 4-1. As Darderi hits it out. And chat, on a serious note, because, you know, sometimes we do like to talk serious on this channel. On a serious note, I wonder if Darderi is kind of rushing a little bit because he knows the impending rain delay. Like, it is weird. And if you've ever played tennis, even just like at a recreational level, like a competition level, but recreational competition, like a low level, if you know that it's going to rain in the afternoon and you have to play that afternoon, there is like that weird thing of like, it's hard to lock in because you've got to, you know, you're like, well, it's going to rain. So like, do I try now or do I wait? Or what do I do? And I wonder if he's come out here a little bit like, well, it's going to rain, so I'll just get ready when the rain, like after the rain. But he might be down a set when the rain hits. So, you know what I mean? Like, he might not be focused. He might be thinking about what's going on up there and not focusing what's going on the court, right? Darderi hits a good volley, though, 15-0. I'll tell you, he needs a rain delay right now. First serve's a fault, second serve. Like, mentally, when you know there's bad weather around, it's hard to focus for some players. And then there's other players like Ruud who just come out here and just crush. He's like, well, I want to get as many games as possible before the rain, so I'm just going to, like, crush it. 30-15. Definitely distracting. Yeah. 30-15. Darderi serves. Into the back of Ruud. Darderi forehand. Winner. All right, 40-15. Nice hitting from Darderi. Darderi put the ball in his mouth again? I know, yeah. All right, 40-15. Why didn't they move the start times up? Yeah, I think I don't know if it rained before the doubles match because there was doubles on before this. But I don't know if that rained in the doubles match or before the doubles match, but yeah. I'm a little surprised they weren't a little bit more flexible with the timing, but I mean, you got to answer to the crowd, you got to answer if you told everyone what time the match is, then everyone's going to be pissed off at your mover, right? So you kind of, when they say it's going to be at this time, they kind of just got to do it and hope for the best. Same with the broadcast, right? I mean, the TV schedules, they've scheduled this match in for a certain time. So as Darderi hits it out, 40-30. So it's a little bit, a little bit. I do think that they've actually put Sinner's match on earlier than they did last year. Last year, I think the semi-final at night was actually after the doubles. Whereas this year, it's the first match and doubles later. So, yeah. Yeah, it was better weather when the doubles was on. I was watching the doubles. It was definitely better weather then. I was with a 4-4 rally, but that goes out by Darderi. It's deuce. Yeah, I know there's storms everywhere. There's rain everywhere in Rome. And the umbrellas are going up, but we're hanging on right now. Look, it is probably lightly raining at the moment. So they are playing in the rain. But it's when the rain gets too much that the courts start to suffer. Like when the courts start to like puddle up, that's when the rain's too much. They won't play in that sort of rain, but they'll play in like light rain. No, Darderi gets to advantage. Ruud misses the return and looks at the sky. Yeah, again. They're not far away from a downpour. First serve's a fault, second serve. And the rain might last for like an hour and a half. If it does hit hard. Backhand return. And Darderi shanks it. And we get to deuce. And Darderi's asking the umpire stuff. They're going to keep going. I do think tonight we might actually get a little lucky and not have as much rain as they forecast earlier. So we might actually be all right for tonight. And plus, Sinner can crush Medvedev. We know that. We've seen that in exhibitions. Remember that exhibition he played and he just crushed Medvedev and he forgot that it was an exhibition? We're like, what are you doing? This is for fun. And he won in like 45 minutes. Return goes into the forehand of Darderi. Backhand now from Ruud. Goes long. Advantage Darderi. Cam is doubting the weatherman. No, I am the weatherman. That was funny. Yeah, we're watching that like, what is happening? But I guess like it's worth like what, $6 million, right? So, I mean, it wasn't nothing, but it was also pretty crazy. It was a crazy thing to see. Mendy's like, I just came here to have a hit. Sinner's like, I came here to win. Backhand return goes to forehand to Darderi. Darderi in the net, back to deuce. All right, we get to deuce. More umbrellas going up. Yeah, if we're still here in 20 minutes, I'd be surprised. Yeah, it's definitely raining, and the umbrella's going up. Backhand return into the forehand of Darderi. Ruud with the backhand to the forehand of Darderi as Ruud gets the point. Advantage Ruud. Darderi looking tired as well, by the way. I tell you, Ruud's like, I don't care if it's raining. Let's keep playing. He does not care. But Darderi's probably thinking it's too wet. Yeah, Darderi's walking to the chair. He's like, yeah, it's raining. Now it's raining. Oh, now it's raining. All right, players are going to sit down. Yeah, Darderi's like, yeah, I'm down a break and a break point, so I'm going to leave. Yeah, it's starting to rain heavy now. Did I say 20 minutes? I meant 20 seconds. Yeah. And they put the covers up because they know it's going to get heavy. And they don't want the course to be ruined. There we go. Rain, rain, rain. All right. Yeah. Probably perfect for Darderi, though. You know, down break point. Already down a break. Last time, the other day when Ruud had a rain delay, he came back terrible. He came back and won like no points. So All right. They put the covers on because they know what's coming. And they don't want to have to resurface this court like the other day. Yeah, Darderi just got an espresso as well, so he can go take that off the court and drink it. All right. Yeah, people are running for cover on the outside. It's pissing rain. Cool. Well, we'll see what's up because it is pouring rain right now, but no one's leaving the stadium. Everyone's kind of standing there, so it's fun. Commitment is nice to see. You know what I'm going to do, chat? Because I know what's going to happen, so I'm just going to preempt this because I know that like in about 5 seconds we're going to start getting questions. Whoop. Let's not do that. Let me fix this up. All right, there we go. So if anybody asks what time we're coming back, I'm not, I don't know. All right. How's the fantasy team going? Great question. Actually, not bad. I'm 332 in the world, so I'm doing all right. I'm not mad at that. I've got Ruud and I've got Sinner, so I need those guys to both win. But yeah, pretty happy with it, to be honest. Not mad. Time to play some video games? Yeah, I'm going to go play some video games offline, like over there, and just everyone just stay here. You just all stay here. I'm going to go and play Switch over there. I don't have it plugged in, so I can't do it. All right. But yeah, but I did the I don't know if you guys have checked out expected aces and figured out how to do the has anybody done the money glitch? I don't know what to call it. I used the money. I did the money glitch. Did anyone do the money loophole? I grabbed Medvedev and Darderi and they both won. So I ended up getting coins. You need a swing switch to use it. Did anyone else do it? Did anybody grab Medvedev or Darderi or Landalucci or somebody? Wait, what is that? So if you had the swing switch for next week, what you can do, or what I did, was I bought in Medvedev and Darderi a couple of days ago, and then they won their matches, and because the live rankings is how the coins are done, I got Medvedev in at 17 and he won, so he went up to 19. So I got 2 extra coins. So now I can get rid of him and have the extra coins. But you need to have a swing switch to do it. Otherwise, you won't have enough trades. So I bought Medvedev and Darderi in. I can get rid of them if I want because Medvedev's not playing next week. But yeah, it's like expected aces had a whole video about it. It was awesome. And if Darderi wins today, he'll go up again, I think. So that's even better. It's just a way to get some extra coins. I don't know if it's going to be worthwhile for me in the end, but we'll see. So do you use the two extra trays to get 2 players and then use the swing switch to switch them out? No, you use I've used the swing switch, and then you get 8 trades, and then you can bring in Medvedev when he's like 17 coins, and then he goes up to 19, and then you get rid of him, or you put him on the bench. I'm going to get rid of him, and then you cash in on the extra 2 coins, which means that I could use that to get other players. Because my team's, I'm pretty happy with my team. I don't need to use all the trades. Well, I've got Ruud, Fonseca, Tsitsipas, Cerundolo, Hoda, Sinner. I'm happy with my team. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to use the swing switch to try and get a couple of coins. I don't know if it's going to work though. We'll see. I'm still a little worried, but do the coins and stuff reset for this grass? No. You go into the grass with whatever you've got from the French Open, whatever you get from that. So whatever the coins you've got, we don't start from 0. Whatever you've built up. So for example, I currently have, my team is currently valued at 113 coins. So that's my budget going into the grass, but you don't get to just start again. I don't think it resets the team. I think you've got to use the swing switch to actually, because you'll get the swing switch that resets. You get that again, but you've got to use the swing switch or make some trades to get grass players. So you don't get you don't make a new team. You have to use the players you've got. Looks like Ruud's going to get dropped immediately. Yeah, Ruud would definitely get dropped. So yeah, it doesn't reset. Your team doesn't reset. You don't make it start again. That's not the way it works. Hoda need more time. Fonseca need more time. Feast keeps getting injured. Can't imagine taking us into the 3. Yeah. But yeah, Ruud will get dropped immediately, which is no surprise because he doesn't like playing on grass anyway. I'll tell you, chat, respect to all the people that are standing in the rain. They are just standing there with their umbrellas. They are not moving, and I respect that. That is hardcore, and I like that. That's good for them. Do you think Darderi will be better after the rain? I think he will reset for sure. He needed that delay more than Ruud. Thanks, Dutchy. How's Feast looking at Roland Garros? Hopefully good, but the injury is a bit scary. But apparently he pulled out not because of he was hurt, badly hurt. He just pulled out because he was worried, more worried than hurt. That makes sense. A lot of players pull out this week because they want to get ready for the French, right? So some injuries are definitely sketchy, but most of the withdrawals this week would be precautionary, right? Because they want to, they don't want to risk getting worse, or if it's a bad injury, they want to rest for the French. Didn't Medvedev can beat Sinner? No. So this will be a fair lengthy delay. No, no. I hope not. Players coming back on court without rackets but wearing swimsuits. That's it. Spain, then Hoda, landed Lucy in the mix. Yep. Your fantasy team would reset by the end of the season, yeah? Yeah, next year they'd start a whole new competition. But this year, yeah. You got to take everything I say as well with a grain of salt, because I don't know either. I don't know 100% either. But I'm pretty sure that when you get to when they go to the grass, you still have all the players you picked for the French. So you've got to make trades that way, and you've got to fix your team for the grass, right? How do you re-energize on tired days? I don't know. I don't. I'm always tired, so that helps. As a weatherman, can you stop the rain? Nope. Trust me, I wish I could. Rain delays are the worst. Rain delays stink. All right. So I'm just having a look at the radar here. When's the rain over? Can we count how many people asked that? That's one. I tell you, there's a lot of people standing out in the rain. So it's raining, but it's obviously not that bad if people are literally standing in it. So if it was bad, people would be running for shelter. But most people are just kind of chilling. So when's the rain over? Is it done raining yet? Cool. But yeah, right now it's probably going to be its heaviest right now, and then it should hopefully get better. But it's hard too because like it might be lighter rain in about 20 minutes, but if it's still raining, they might not come out. But if they're going to wait until it stops raining completely, they're going to wait for 2 more hours because the rain is supposed to completely stop at 6:30. So if they're going to wait for a complete stoppage of the rain, they're going to wait a couple hours. But if they're gonna, I guess, send the players out in the light rain, then they might be back soon. Sinner will have 1 week rest and will be extremely focused for the French Open. He will not give it to anyone. Someone will have to play out of their skin. I don't think anyone in the draw can do that. That's pretty standard. That's a pretty standard answer, I reckon. I think a lot of people have that exact same view, including myself. That's exactly how I feel too. The rain will stop in 5.5 hours, 9 p.m. See, this is why I'm the weatherman and you're not. Because that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. My fantasy team value is valued at 108. Am I in trouble? No, that's fine. It means you got more coins than you started with. That's great. Now remember, during the grass season, the warm-ups, you don't have Sinner. And you probably won't have Zverev, right? So you're going to have a lot of free cash. The pre-Wimbledon is going to be really interesting for fantasy team because Sinner doesn't play, so there's 40 coins right there. But then how do you distribute those coins? Because you got 3 weeks of Wimbledon, pre-Wimbledon, and then you've got not everybody plays every week. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see how, because obviously the players that play well on clay are not always the players that play well on grass. Zverev is only probably going to play one of those tournaments, maybe. Alcaraz, we don't even know if he's coming back. He's supposed to come back at Queen's Club, but he might not be back. Djokovic doesn't play either. So, Shelton, Fritz, Medvedev, Bublik, right? They're probably the favorites. FAA, maybe. But everyone's going to have so many coins, so much coin to play with. And you won't even need 108 coins because if you won't have Sinner, right? So, unless you just put Sinner on the bench for 3 weeks, which could be a strategy, but yeah, it's going to be really fun because after French Open, you're going to have to make a lot of trades, but then it's going to be, you're not going to have the same players as you've been having. Darderi on grass, not sure if that's a thing. Cerundolo, probably not. Tsitsipas, no. So yeah, it's gonna be really, really weird. Really fun as well. But you're gonna have a lot of like. Again, go check out Expected Aces, because I think he put a team of the week together a couple of weeks ago, and it was like 50 coins, and it was the best you could have had for like Barcelona, Munich. And I'm like, yeah, you don't need 150 coins to have a good team if you pick the right players. Even this week, right? I mean, this week's team of the week, right, is probably cheap in comparison to what you needed, right? I mean, you need like you had Sinner, so that's 40 coins plus Medvedev is 19 coins or 17 coins, so he's what? So that's what, 57, and then you chuck in Darderi at 8 coins, Ruud at 6 coins. Hodar was 6 coins, right? So again, you're probably looking at like maybe 70 for those guys, maybe 70, maybe 75, and then Landa Lucy was super cheap. Who else was in there? Yeah, Landa Lucy. I think Hashanov was probably a little more expensive than if you had him. That was good, and Rublev as well. But yeah, I mean, if you had Basilashvili, he would have been 1 coin. Medvedev would have been cheap. Durante would have been cheap. Prismic would have been 1 coin, probably. So yeah, you could have put together a really good team for like, well under 100. And the same will be going for the grass, because the players that are cheap, like Hurkacz, he's like 2 coins. He might win a grass event. So do you think Nole can win on grass without Sinner and before Wimbledon? I don't think Nole is playing before Wimbledon. Unless he loses early at the French. I'm serious. The rain won't stop until 9 p.m. Okay, then. Have a nice day. We'll see you at 9 p.m. Local time. 5 hours from now. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Don't waste your time sitting here watching me watch rain. Yeah, Debbie, how's your team doing? Deb's team is the best team. Oh, great. We got a cosplayer of LeBron James cosplayer. Awesome. That's fun. Ruud's looking sharp. Yeah, Ruud has been looking good. Darderi really needed this break. Oh my God, it's actually LeBron James. Holy shit. That's crazy. Sinner has won more points than all of his opponents this year in every match he's played. There you go. I think if Sinner maintains his clutch form till the end of the grass season, he might be tired for the year-end tournaments, and Carlos should be fresh. Well, yeah, I actually, while I was mucking around the other day trying to figure out where Sinner kind of falls in best season ever at this stage, I did notice a trend that a lot of the players that did really, really well and had those massive early starts to the, Federer and Djokovic and stuff, they did have a lot of, at the end of the year, they either had really weird upsets, or they there was always a dip. Now, Federer's 06 season, Rafa was his problem. Rafa beat him in Monte Carlo, Madrid, Rome, and Roland Garros, right? So Rafa was the reason why Federer lost matches in the middle of his amazing season. But if I go look at Djokovic, where was it? Was it Djokovic? There was one, I can't remember which one it was. Because, yeah, Djokovic in 2015, he started the year off by losing. Weird. And then he won the Australian Open. Then he lost in the final of a 500 event, which might have been Dubai. In the middle of the year in Canada, Cincinnati, he lost in the final of those, which is a little bit random. And then he finished the year really strong. But there was a season, I want to say it was... well, let's talk about Alcaraz last year, because Alcaraz last year's season was actually pretty goated. So Alcaraz had a bad start to the year in comparison to Sinner, right? He started the year off with 15 wins, 4 losses to Miami, and then the clay courts he swept. But then at the end of the year, he had those that random loss against Norrie. He lost to Sinner in the end as well. He also pulled out of Shanghai, right? He didn't play Canada. He also pulled out of Barcelona during the middle of that, clay swing. So, yeah, the chances are that Sinner is going to have a lapse. And that will be either when we change from the clay to the grass or the grass to the hard courts, or at the end of the season when, he's going to, all of these matches, he's going to get tired. It's going to wear him down. He's currently played, if he wins this tournament, he's played 38 matches to this year, right? Which is on par with the best season ever's, right? 37-41 matches for Federer and Djokovic in those seasons that they won. But if he gets to if he's played 70 matches or 80 matches, you've got to think that he's going to be feeling a little bit sore, right? And a little bit tired. And there's going to be someone's going to be able to take advantage of that. Or he's going to have to retire, right? And withdraw from tournaments, which will give someone else an opportunity. Which is why I don't think he'll play all the 1000s, because most players don't play all the 1000s if they're winning them all, right? Djokovic didn't play every 1000 when he was winning. Sinner might play RG, Wimby, Cincy, and last year, not Haller. Yeah, he's not playing Haller at this stage. He got to get tired. Yeah, there'll be a time when Sinner does we got to remember last year, he finished strong, but he had 3 months off. So he came back right when Alcaraz was peaking. And, and that he had all that energy, right? That he was able to use going into the final part of the year, or the second half of the year. This year he's played so much, so going into the second half of the season is going to be, he's going to have a lot more, there's going to be a lot less energy, left in those legs. It's definitely feasible to play every 1000, but it's unlikely. I think he's going to take off the Asian swing. I think if his season keeps going this well, I think after the US Open, he probably won't come back until Paris or Vienna, which is what Djokovic does, right? That's a Djokovic move. That he's done that over the time where he will US Open and then he'll be like, I'll see you on the indoor courts. So I think if Sinner wins the US Open after winning Wimbledon and the French Open, and he wins Cincy, for example, I think after that he'll go, you know what? I'm not going to play until Vienna, maybe. I'll come back for Vienna or Basel, and then Paris, then ATP Finals, and then Davis Cup. Because usually that Asian swing, and especially after last year, remember last year, the Asian swing? Everybody just got zapped because of the conditions and the court speed. And I don't think Sinner wants to go in, if he's on a massive win streak, he does not want to go into Shanghai, risk getting hurt or getting, cramping or whatever it is. He won't want to risk that if the conditions are the same as last year, because last year was brutal. And imagine playing, 75 matches, and then you've got to go play in the harsh conditions of Shanghai. That's a lot. and he had to retire last year from Shanghai, right? So I would be pretty surprised if he is still on a streak, or if he's still at least maybe he doesn't win up until then. Maybe he loses he loses a match and then but he still has that winning record. I reckon he might scrap the Asian swing and then come back and play and finish off strong on indoors like he does every year. Yeah, he doesn't need to play the Asian swing. Exactly. Can't he just rest from Shanghai to US Open? Or US Open to Shanghai? He could. US Open finishes on September 13 or September 14. And then Shanghai is on the 5th of October. So he could take off like 3 weeks. I mean, it's not that much, right? But if he wins the US Open, Sinner, and then he doesn't play until Vienna, he gets like the 2 weeks of Shanghai. He gets 2 weeks after the 3 weeks after the US Open, and then a week up before like Vienna. So what's that? 2, 3. So he gets like 6 weeks off, which is much more than 3. So yeah, but again, we're all basing this off that Sinner doesn't lose, right? Or that Sinner maintains this winning level, right? That he doesn't lose early at the US, whatever. I'm sure if he lost early in New York, he'd probably play the Asian swing. But yeah, we're going off like that. By that time he's played 75 matches. He's only lost a couple, and he wants to finish the year off strong and try and beat the record, or try and break the record, or whatever it is. Equal the records, whatever it is. The Shanghai, he can miss Shanghai and still achieve those things. He might skip Paris. Now, because I feel like with Paris, it's like you go Paris ATP finals, like that's the back half of that year, the back end of the year, and you just kind of clump them all together. He's more likely, I think, to not. I mean, also, we got to also think from like a logistical point of view too, right? And we talk about this with like other players playing like Laver Cup and stuff. Like, if a tournament is in China, where is Europe, right? Compared to China, and where is Sinner living at he goes from New York back to home, then to Asia, then back to Europe. Like, you got to think of all those flights as well. So, and all those, all that travel. So if you take out the Asian swing and he doesn't play, Beijing or Shanghai, it means that he doesn't have to go there for that time. It means he can stay in Europe longer. And that means he can just, rest instead of having to go like, oh, I'm here for 2 weeks and then I'm going over here for 3 weeks and then I'm back over here for a week and then I'm over here for, you know what I mean? So like the travel, like he eliminates that 3 weeks of travel as well that he would have to do, which again, I think will help him finish the year off really strong and have one of the great seasons. And plus, if Shanghai's the same as last year, it'll be brutal. So why? Like, I don't think Sinner. I mean, Sinner was one of the guys that felt it the most. He was one of the. I mean, Djokovic made the semis, but yeah, Sinner was one of the guys last year that had to retire from that tournament. Retire his match, and I'm sure he doesn't want to go to the end of the season and have to retire. Cam, is 3 weeks insufficient time recovery? I thought it was marginal between 3 to 5 weeks rest. Yeah, but I mean, I think it's more like dragging himself to go those tournaments. Like, if I'm his coaches, I'm saying, yeah, we're going to scrap that. If he's won Roland Garros, Wimbledon, US Open, and Cincinnati, right? If he's won all those tournaments and he gets after the US Open. By the way, those tournaments are like right next to each other. It's not like he gets 6 weeks off between. No, he goes Rome 1 week, French Open, 3 weeks Wimbledon, and then he has 1, 2, 3 week, 4, 5, maybe 4, 5 weeks till Cincy. So he probably gets a big chunk in July where he doesn't have to play. That's assuming he doesn't play Canada, and then 1 week US Open. Remember, Cincinnati's 2 weeks as well. So yeah, I don't know. I think that if he wins those 3 slams, why would he play in Asia? Like, there's no point in going to Asia for him. He's going to be so far ahead in the rankings, so that won't matter, right? He won't have to worry about Alcaraz chasing him. I just don't see any benefit of him going to do the Asian swing if he's on that win streak. But again, it depends on how he plays. He might lose at Wimbledon. He might lose at the US Open, and and then he probably will play. He doesn't need to play Paris for the ATP Finals prep. He won it without dropping a set and without withdrawing from Paris. No, I'm not saying he needs to win. He needs to play Paris. I'm saying that he will play Paris. Because if you go from so if we say he doesn't play the Asian swing, then he goes from the US Open to the ATP Finals with no matches. That sounds crazy. You know what I mean? So if he's not going to play, if he's going to skip Shanghai and Beijing, and then he pulls out of Paris, then he's not going to play until the ATP Finals. So he won't play from the US Open to the ATP Finals. No Sinner. That's not going to happen. So he will play Paris. I'm not saying he needs to play Paris. I'm saying that he will play Paris because if he does skip the Asian swing, then why wouldn't he play Paris? Why would he need 2 months off or 3 months off, right? Oh yeah, unless he has look, he might have a contractual obligation to play, right? Maybe he does have a contractual obligation to play, like a sponsor or something, but yeah. But again, we're going to just wait because he hasn't even played the French yet. We're talking about things that way, way down the track. Skipping Canada and Shanghai would give Carlos a chance to get 2 of the missing Masters. Well, yeah. I don't think they're going to have 6 King Slam this year because they haven't announced anything. I'm honestly waiting for history. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, he might play Vienna. All right. So they're saying no play before 5 p.m., which I think is in 10 minutes. Yeah. They're saying no play before 5 p.m. That's in 20 minutes. So I can tell you, they're not going to play in 20 minutes. I don't remember, Nathan, if last year I think they announced the 6 King Slam around this time last year. Because remember, we're talking about Draper and stuff being in it, but I can't remember exactly. Can't remember. So yeah, then it was after Wimbledon. So it was around this time, midway through the year, that they announced the 6 King Slam. But I haven't heard anything, and from what I'm hearing about the Saudi fund, they're pulling back from events. They're not committed. They pulled out of the ATP Next Gen Finals. It sounds like they're sort of getting, and they're not renewing They're not renewing the WTA Finals, right? So I think they're stepping back from these sort of throwing money at these sporting events for now. So I don't know if they're going to do it. I don't think they're going to throw $6 million at a tennis, well, $6 million prize money at a tennis event. When they've got a 1,000 event coming up in a couple of years, they can just do that, right? I think the whole and I've said this before. I reckon the 6 King Slam, I think, was an audition for them to host a 1,000. They've got the 1,000 license, right? They're paid whatever amount for it. So I reckon they probably will scrap any exhibitions because they don't need it. You know, they don't need any exhibitions. Tsitsipas should not be in 6 King Slam this year. I don't think they're going to have one. I don't think they'll do a 6 King Slam. He cares more about the ATP Finals. Yeah. AI says it's October 15 to 18. Yeah, well, we know that AI doesn't always get it right. Who are the 6 kings? Well, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't know what that would be. Is Michael available today? I don't know. Not sure what Michael's up to, but shout out to Michael, king of the chat. AI for tennis is honestly historically wrong. Yeah. See, I think it's funny what I'm starting to realize with AI for news, but like for doing research is that because AI draws from all, like, it basically just grabs everything that it hears with what you've said, right? And it puts it all into one big thing and it spits it out, right? It's probably grabbing from like clickbaity headlines that are there to just grab attention that have nothing to do with anything, right? So if you write in like, when is Six Kings Slam 2026, it's probably grabbing from articles that are speculating when the tournament might be. Or it's going back to last year and just going, well, last year it was at this time, so we're going to guess that it's going to be the same time this year, right? So it's not like actually, like it's so hard to use it for in a research way for like, because it's gonna, if I made a video saying, Sinner in doubt for the French Open with absolutely no evidence of that whatsoever, AI could look at that and go, oh, somebody made a video about it, so that must be part. Oh, so Sinner is in doubt. Oh, I better add that to my answer. You know what I mean? So like, where does it distinguish which is like facts and which is like speculation, or is it just go information? Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm getting a lot of like, that's not right. Like it spits back shit to me. I'm like, that's not right. Like, who's coaching Nicholas Massou coaching? Or who's Wim Fizek coaching, right? The other day. Oh, he's coaching Hubie Hurkacz. I'm like, no, he's not. Maybe people were speculating that Hurkacz was going to get coached by Fizek, but that's just totally false, right? So it's really hard to know. Like look, if you use it as a crutch, you're screwed, right? Because if you don't do your own research and you don't like at least figure out where they got that from, to then go, oh, I actually know they were misreading something. Like, then you're stuffed, right? If you're using it as like, that's whatever it says is gospel and I'm going with what it says, you're going to be wrong a lot of the time. That Wim Fizek thing, like if you write in who is Hurkacz coach, right? It says, as of April 2026, Hubie Hurkacz's coach is Wim Fizek, following a split from Nicholas Massou. Fizek joined the team to help guide Hurkacz following a challenging period marked with knee surgery and a dip in form. That is totally false. That is completely untrue. Wim Fizek is not coaching Hubie Hurkacz. But if you click on, like, if it has like, what articles it's referring to, it's referring to a Facebook post. Right? It's grabbed from a Facebook post on a random ass. And this Facebook post is not even real. It's a Facebook post that says Hurkacz just announced Wim Fizek's coaching team. And somebody's just photoshopped a tweet by Hurkacz saying, I'm happy to have Fizek as my coach. I kind of stole him from Swiatek. So like straight away, it's like somebody just made something up and then AI's like, somebody said it over there, right? It's completely wrong. Like, and so you go, well, shit, where does that end, right? You go, like, well, so what? Any of us could write something on the internet about, like, speculating or even just, like, blatantly lying about, like, something. And then AI is going to be like, but somebody over there said this, so I'm going to tell you that it, and you go, what the hell? Like, that's not good for, like, then it's like Hawkeye, right? If Hawkeye says a ball is in when the ball's out, then everything needs to be questioned, right? Everything that AI spits out, you go, but are you sure? I don't know. Where are you getting that from? Like, what's going on? Like, it's. So whenever someone's like, oh, I Googled it, you go, kind of need a little bit more than a Google, But that's crazy. Like, that's crazy that like it sources something that's not accurate at all. Insane. So yeah, so be careful. Be careful using AI to answer questions because it's not always a reliable source. Instead, you can ask me. I'm a person. And I can give you an answer. I'll find the answer for you, and I won't use Google. And if I do use Google and it gives out an answer that doesn't make sense, I'll check where the real answer is. Hey, Paulus, thank you for the 16 months. Yeah, it's hard, but look, that's with news stuff, right? I mean, you can probably get like how to make a cake, and it'd be fine, maybe. But like, when it comes to like information about like tennis and shit. By the way, it looks like people are starting to move back into the stadium. The rain has stopped. And they're looking at the covers, and they might start like sweeping the water off. So that's a good sign. No play for another 40 minutes at least. Thanks, Dutchy. Who do you pick for the 16 Slam lineup? They're not going to do 16 Slam. I don't think they'll do it. But I'll play the game. Sinner, Alcaraz, Djokovic, Zverev. They usually just pick the 6 best players in the world. Shelton, Auger-Aliassime. Like, they'll just pick the top 6 players like they did last year. You know? But if I had to handpick, I'd go Sinner, Alcaraz, Zverev, Djokovic, Medvedev, and maybe Bublik, just for fun. Or Fritz, right? Because Fritz is a name. But I don't think they're going to do 16 Slam this year. And if they do, then we'll watch it. Because it is fun. I do like it. Paulus.
Cam, who do you think will challenge Sinner in RG?
I'll tell you, Paulus, that is the billion-dollar question. That is, everyone's got that question, and no one has the answer because, let's be real, there probably isn't an answer. It's probably nobody. That's the answer, right? I've said this before, like the last couple of weeks, I should say. I think the person that beats Sinner, if they beat Sinner, right? I don't think he'll lose, right? He's going to win the French. But if somebody is going to beat Sinner, it's not going to be just like, oh, this guy because of this game. It's got to be more than that, right? I think it'll be probably someone we don't expect that will be on a hot day or in a day where Sinner is maybe compromised, and it will be unexpected, right? And that person will be playing the match of their life. Who is that person? I don't know, right? So I feel like we've seen Sinner play all the available options, and he's destroyed them. Like no one that we're like, oh, what about Feast? What about Zverev? What about this? What about that? He's put them in their place. The only guy is Alcaraz, and he's not playing. I don't think Djokovic in a semi-final, if he plays every match, Djokovic will get there and be able to. He won't have enough gas, as we've seen in the past. He did get a walkover and a half a match against Musetti to play Sinner, and then he won in 5. He'll probably need like that. And plus, Djokovic has no form. There's no form for Djokovic, so it's so hard to be like, well, yeah, Djokovic. It's like, well, he's played 1 match on clay. How's he going to beat Sinner? So that's tough. And then everybody else from after that is like either not experienced enough or their bodies aren't ready for 5 sets. So it's just, yeah, it's really, it feels like there's nobody. Unless, like I said, the conditions are wrong for Sinner or something happens to Sinner and the guy that he's playing, because even if something happens, if Sinner starts to like fatigue, the other guy still needs to be playing off their face to do something crazy, right? Like if Sinner starts to fatigue, that's only half the equation. The other guy needs to be playing the match of his life even then, right? Because we've seen Sinner not look great and still win. So the guy that he plays has to also be playing ridiculously high level over a long period of time to take advantage of that. Because Sinner, when he does get fatigued, I mean, we could probably, like, he retired against Griekspoor in Shanghai. We know why, because it was a crazy, weird tournament. But yeah, I mean, like, he lost to Djokovic, but Djokovic is Djokovic, so. And then he lost to Menchik, who just blew him off the court in 3 sets. But 5 sets might be a different story. I mean, how does Menchik maintain that level for 5 sets, right? So, yeah, I mean, again, the options are so limited. So I don't think there is. I think the answer is nobody. He should win. Unless something comes up, right? Unless someone or something happens, right? Did you just say fake rain and fake thunder? For the stream? Are you talking about this? This is not real? Are you kidding me? Oh, how'd you figure that out? That's crazy. I can't believe it. Does this not look realistic? This indoor rain? I can't believe it. What do you mean, mate? What do you mean fake? This is clearly. Have you never been inside a rain-affected house? What are you talking about? Clearly, this is real. How dare you claim that this is fake rain when I'm inside my house? Crazy. But yeah, that's the question, right? Everyone's asking who can challenge Sinner, and I think that the answer is nobody unless proven otherwise. I'm up for surprises. By the way, the rain is stopping, and it might rain a little bit later, but the heavy rain has subsided, and they are starting to sweep the covers, which means they're starting to bring the court back to life. We've still got about 35 minutes, and I would probably add an extra 15 because they never usually come back on time. I would be shocked if they came back in 35 minutes. But yeah, I'm looking at the it's not going to stop raining completely. It's going to be on and off, so we still might get delays, but I think the worst is behind us. Like, the heaviest rain is behind us, which is great. Tsitsipas will beat Sinner? That would be insane. But I'm kind of for it. That'd be insane. Like, if that happened, great for Steph. Love that for Steph. Sinner's floor is ridiculously high now? Oh, yeah. Yep. Even on a bad day, Sinner beats most people. Ruud needs to keep his level up. His momentum got wrecked with a rain delay the other day. Exactly, yeah. That's exactly right. All right, people are starting to come back in the stadium. We love that. Love that. What's your take on Fritz at RG? I don't expect anything from him. I mean, if he makes it to the third round, that'd be a pretty good effort considering he hasn't played. And considering it's on clay. Why Rome Center Court doesn't have a roof? Great question. No idea. Tsitsipas owned Sinner in head-to-head? Yeah, but so did Medvedev. Until he didn't, so... Fritz lost first round last year to Altmaier? Yeah. I don't expect much from Taylor Fritz. He'll thrive on the grass. He'll thrive on the grass, Taylor Fritz, not Clayler. Taylor. Thank you, Gene. So there we go. Zverev is officially out of Hamburg. That is official. He is out. There you go. He is out. Can I film Medvedev may take a set off Sinner today, given the conditions? That'd be fun. If Medvedev challenges Sinner, that would be fun. By the way, Chad, on a serious one, right? And maybe if the Sinner fans are here, you can chime in as well. Does anyone like, just because I like, does everybody realize that when I say, like, you know, I want Medvedev to challenge Sinner and I hope he gets a set, it's not that I'm not hating on Sinner, right? I'm not hoping for his downfall and, you know, bashing Sinner, right? We all understand that, right? Like, we all get that, right? We get the difference between somebody being like, I hate Jannik Sinner and he is blah, 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 to saying, I want Medvedev to be make it competitive so we can have some fun. Like, we know the difference, right? Because I feel like some people get it confused that because I want the other guy to be competitive and make it a fun match, that I all of a sudden don't like Sinner or Alcaraz. Like, we get that, right? I never thought you bash any player. Well, I don't. Okay, good. Because I'm just making sure that, like, you know, when I say those things, it's not that I'm saying I want Sinner to never win a match again. It's that I want to have a competitive match and I don't want to see another 2 in love, right? The only time I want somebody to lose is when they're playing against an Aussie. I just want good tennis. He doesn't have any kids of Sinner on the wall. See, this is the problem. This is what happens. See, this is what happens. And I've explained why I don't have any Sinner kids. Because I know this is what happens, right? This is what happens. You won't put me in a box. I'm too big to fit in a box. You can't put me in a box. I'm too big, right? You want to be like, oh, I'm an Alcaraz fan. I'm a Sinner fan. You're a Fed fan. You're a Djokovic fan. You're a Rafa fan. Like, this is what happened 5 years ago. This was happening. Fed fan. And like, everyone would be like a fan of one or the other, right? I'm a Leighton Hewitt fan. I'm not a Big Three fan. They ruined my guy. The Big Three, good for them. But I like the guy who come in and beat the guy, right? I like Stan, right? I like Dominic Thiem, right? I like the guys that come in and disrupt the establishment. I don't like, you know, I'm not a bandwagoner who goes for Alcaraz or Sinner, right? I'm going for the guy who's going to beat those guys. I want to see those guys be challenged, right? The Del Potros, right? Yeah, those guys, right? I'm not a Sinner or Alcaraz fan. Now, the reason why, I've told this story many times, so maybe you weren't here, but the reason why I don't have any Sinner jerseys is because Sinner jerseys are hard to find, and they're super expensive when you find them. They're $500 a piece. I bought these at market value. Now, when Sinner wins his next Grand Slam, French Open, I'll buy his shirt because I want Sinner shirts too. But when I started doing this experiment, right, so check it out. I've got shirts from... So I bought this one first, right? I'll give you the story of the wall, right? Rafa 2020 French Open. I bought that when he won the French because it was a historic moment, right? In 2020 French Open. I bought that first. And then I bought this one. Federer 09 French Open, because that's historic for Federer, right? This is my latest one. I got this Rafa one real cheap, like for about like $100 because somebody wanted to get rid of it. And I'm like, thank you very much. I'll take it. But these here, they're all Alcaraz ones because I didn't get this on time. I got this like 2 years later, and it was way more expensive than it would have been had. Yeah, it was not more expensive, but it was more expensive than market price. I couldn't find these Wimbledon ones for ages. I couldn't even get this one. Somebody from the chat had to send it to me from another country. And then I bought these on like when he won them, like on the day. But by the time I thought, oh, I'm gonna collect Sinner and Alcaraz stuff, I found the Alcaraz one, and then I couldn't find the Sinner one. The Sinner Australian Open 2024 jersey I couldn't find. And when I did find it, it was signed for $1,000. These aren't signed, right? Yet. I'm sure Alcaraz doesn't want to sign all these anyway, but I couldn't find them. And then when I did find one that was not signed, it was $500. I can't justify $500 on a shirt that's going on a wall, especially when none of these were $500. They were all market price. So next time Sinner wins something, I will be getting his shirt. Don't you worry. But that's the reason why I've only got Alcaraz stuff. Because I get them on when he wins. I couldn't get the Sinner thing last year. I couldn't get the Sinner one last year. 12 months ago, when he won the Australian Open, by the way, I still didn't have... I think I only had 3 Alcaraz or maybe 2 Alcaraz shirts. I don't think I had... I can't remember. I think I only had 2 or 3. Wasn't even the explanation. Oh, yeah, no worries. Yeah, because like people look at the background, they're like, oh, you're an Alcaraz fan. I'm like, no. I've just collected Alcaraz stuff. I haven't had a chance to get the Sinner stuff yet. And we talked about this the other day. Like, I looked it up and I'm like, well, yeah, if I want the Sinner Australian Open 2024 shirt, it's like $450. I'm going to wait until it's cheaper and then I'll get it cheaper. But don't worry, I want to collect all their jerseys. By the way, if you have one of them, send it to me. Send me a Sinner jersey. It'll be on the wall. I tried to get a Sinner Slam winning shirt too, and they just don't exist. Only for less than $1,000. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's hard enough getting these on the set. Like, I'll give a little insight. I bought the Alcaraz green one when he won again. When Djokovic beat Sinner, I bought that like before he even won, because I thought because they sell out. That's the thing. They sell out because other people must be doing this. So I'm like, holy shit, he's in the final. He's playing Djokovic. And I bought it because I was like, okay, if he wins the Korea Grand Slam, you have to have that shirt because it's like that's the one that he did the thing, right? So I bought it before the final had even started, and then luckily he won. You could tell that after the first set, maybe I was a little stressed that I had a shirt that I didn't need. I would have been wearing an Alcaraz losing final shirt. But I'm definitely getting the Sinner French Open one because of course that's going to be historic as well, right? Because he's won the 4. But I don't have the other ones to match the set. So now I'm going to have to go and find them. And see, this is the problem. You find one, you got to get the rest. And I don't have any Djokovic ones because they're expensive too. So that's the law around the shirt wall. It's got nothing to do with who I prefer. Because my favorite players I don't even have a shirt of. I have 0 Leighton Hewitt shirts. Djokovic can still beat Alcaraz and Sinner. So that means you support Djokovic. Sure. Will Sinner's match still be delayed? Yeah, Sinner's match is supposed to start in 2 hours. Probably. I don't think you would speak as you do if Sinner were Australian. Australians are so in pretty bad shape now. I'm afraid you'll have to put up with this situation for a while. I feel like some people as well on the internet are looking for a fight as well, and that guy is one of them. Like, I feel like people are like looking for outrage. Are you looking for outrage? Are you like, did you listen to anything I said? I feel like I gave a pretty measured and calm explanation to why and who I like and what players I do like and why. And you've kind of just come in here and gone, I didn't listen to what you said, but you hate Sinner, somebody said once, so I'm going to yell at you. But okay. I don't think you heard me, but okay. It's hard to have, it's pretty hard to have a conversation with somebody who's screaming in the chat. But you know, blinded by rage. Do you have any WTA shirts? No, I do not. Again, not for the lack of trying. If I was going to get WTA, I would have loved Serena stuff, but you try getting anything Serena, and it is insane. It is insane. Yeah, so the Rome shirt, that's from the ATP. You can buy those on the ATP merch website. Serena stuff would be very expensive. Oh, yeah, Serena stuff is crazy. Yeah. Serena stuff is insane. By the way, they're playing the final countdown, which is a good sign, which means they're finally counting down to when they're coming back. So that's good. That's a sign. Final countdown so that we can finally play. But yeah, if you're just joining us, the worst of the rain is probably done for now. And it's actually stopped raining for now. Now, it is going to rain a little bit later, so we could have another delay in like an hour. But they're taking the covers off, so that's good news. As long as the court underneath isn't stuffed where they have to resurface, they should be able to bag the court and sweep the court and jump back out. By the way, to the guy in chat that's just like gone from like, you're making excuses, you're a hater, to where can I buy Cam shirt? That is a whiplash of a response. And I know you're just looking for attention, so happy Friday. Which match was it where there was a complete turnaround after the rain? That was the Ruud match with Hashanov a couple of days ago. I'm not looking for an outrage. And by the way, despite the game, I'm an Aussie. You're an Aussie, and it's 1 in the morning. Why are you angry? Yelling at me for? It's Friday, brother. What are you getting angry at me for? We're from the same place. Friendly fire. It's past 15 minutes, so they need to warm up. Yeah. They'll need to warm up again because it's been longer than 15-minute delay. So that's it. By the way, chat, they're playing Jump by Van Halen. That song is dark. Do you know the story behind that song? Go watch it. Go check it out. It's kind of dark. My feed is showing them pulling away the covers. Yep, they're pulling the tarps off, so that's good news. How are you feeling at this time of day? I'm pretty chill. Please stop defending yourself over Alcaraz and Sinner. You can do as you wish without people crying over. They don't understand. Yeah, that's fine. I just want to Hey, look, if one person hears what I just said and goes, oh, that makes sense, then it's good. I think the thing that people get confused with as well is that, they say this about people on TV as well, that they're biased, right? That they're biased towards players and whatever. But also, I'm not on TV. I'm not John McEnroe, right? I'm not I don't have to be unbiased. Like, I'm a fan. I'm just like what you guys are, right? We're all fans, right? So we all have favorites. We all can enjoy different types of tennis or different types. So if I'm like getting excited over someone hitting a winner, it's not because I like that person more. It's like I like that tennis, the way they played that tennis match, right? Like me getting excited over Andreeva is not because I don't like Gauff. That's totally opposite. I love Coco Gauff. But Andreeva can hit a great point. I can get excited over that point, right? Like that's what most of my reactions are based on what happens in the point, right? It's not based on who hits the winner, right? But I think people get confused because on the TV, they're supposed to be like down the line, no favoritism. This is not TV. This is basically a fan channel. I'm a fan of tennis. I'm not a professional journalist, right? So obviously I'm going to get excited over insane tennis. Like when Medvedev went around the net, incredible shots last night, right? If Landalucci had done the same, I would have lost my mind too. Like it's not, there's no the only people that I'm biased towards are Australians, right? Obviously, if you look at the streams, they're the worst streams I can do because I hate watching Aussies, especially when they lose. They're the ones. They're the only ones. And, obviously when there's a high-level tennis match between two players like Alcaraz and Sinner, I'm going to be more excited to see them play. Or I'm more excited when there's an upset happening because that's something different that we don't usually get to see on the men's side. That's sort of about it. And now they're playing Kiss. But I know, look, it's insane. You can't make everyone happy. But I just, now that we've had a moment to not watch any tennis for a second, I hope that some people that are listening understand that, like, yeah, I don't have I'm not biased, knowingly biased towards anybody. They've just kicked it back to another 30 minutes, so it's going to be another 45 away. We're not going to be back for another 45. We wouldn't know as we don't watch Aussies. Well, that's it. No, just literally watch any Demon or match. You can tell the stress. You're very professional, even seeing players we know you like. Even seeing players we know you like losing, like Fonseca and Shelton, and you still act very composed. Even though seeing a player you like, we know you like. Oh, seeing players I like losing. Okay, yeah. I thought you were saying seeing players I like to see lose. No, you meant like players I like start to lose. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do like Shelton. I do like Fonseca. I like how they play. They hit winners, like, right? So it's it's much easier to commentate and go crazy over somebody hitting a ridiculous winner than it is to hit a 50-shot rally where the last shot goes in the net, right? It's much more fun to see winners than errors, right? But that's good. I'm glad because, yeah, I do like those two. But I don't cry when they lose. I only cry when Aussies lose. No, that's all right. I just didn't read it properly. You do have a soft spot for Fonseca? Yeah, because I love the way he plays. I think it's so much fun. But I tried. I mean, when Medvedev beat him, I didn't cheer. I didn't cry. You know, like I wasn't. Hopefully, I didn't come across as like crying. I don't think I was that upset. I didn't lose any sleep over it. You don't watch Aussies lately because they all lose. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for reminding me. That was really fun. That was it was a sucker punch. That was fun. I've just made my first ATP fantasy team for Hamburg. Join the league. Hey, nice. You're always crying, Cam Essendon. Stop. Can you stop being mean? Medvedevic's second match was great fun. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We've had some really fun streams in Rome. Even though Rome's been really, really hard to watch because it's been like, we've had rain delays, we've had smoke delays, we've had, so much tennis after another, like, it feels like we've watched 3 Grand Slams in a row over the last few weeks. But, Rome's been fun. We've had some really fun matches. Like the Medvedev match last night was great. We had the Darderi Hodar match was awesome. Yeah, we've had some really fun matches. Women's side of things, I mean, we had Svitolina matches. The last couple of nights were awesome. The Andreeva Gauff match was great. Gauff Jovic was great, right? I mean, we've been pretty spoiled this week. I mean, 3 of the 4 quarterfinals were 3-setters, and the only one that wasn't was Sinner. So we've been pretty spoiled with that as well. So it's been a pretty awesome tournament, even though it's been a very taxing tournament. We've had upsets, right, on the women's side for sure. Do you have a private league? I just downloaded it, hearing from it. Yeah. Join the league. Do I like Hodar? I do, yeah. I also love the smoke delay stream. That was wild. Who to check tournament draws for upcoming weeks? Where to check? Wikipedia. The draw hasn't come out yet, so you can't check anything yet. Next week will be full of sunshine. Yeah. Yes, it will. Looking forward to the Medicine match. Yeah, that's probably going to be pushed back a little bit. So, are you going to plan opening any cards? Nah, not today. Any players that I don't like? No. No. There's no players that I don't like. There's definitely styles that I find more interesting to stream, right? There's players that like play a style that I'm like kind of a bit like, oh, this is a little bit grindy, but it doesn't mean I don't like them. I would love to see Kyrgios go deep at Wimbledon. Yeah. I don't know what he's going to do when he comes back, but hopefully he's competitive and he's healthy, because when he's healthy, he's dangerous. And that would be fun for all of us. And a nightmare for everybody else. Oh, pardon me. They're playing U2 where the streets have no names. Epic song, yeah. Have I seen the Michael Jackson movie? No. There's a lot of things I haven't been able to do in the last couple of weeks because it's just been crazy. But I want to see the movie. There's actually a couple of horror movies I want to go see as well. I'm hoping next week. I'm hoping that next week we won't stream every day. And the chances of streaming next week are pretty low anyway, because there's not that many matches to watch or players to watch. And I also want to rest before the French. But there's a lot of things I want to go do outside so that I can be. So I'm being outside and got some fresh air. I saw U2 back in 2005. Chicago, incredible, nice. They're going to start in like 40 minutes. 40. Have I ever watched Rush? Is that the F1 movie? With the Formula 1 movie, right? Is that? Have you seen every Tarantino movie? What is your favorite? Have I seen everyone? I think I have. What's my favorite? I like The Hateful Eight. I know that's not his best, but I like The Hateful Eight. Django's great, obviously, right? Inglourious Basterds, they're all classics. But yeah, I kind of like The Hateful Eight. Reservoir Dogs good. Yeah, that's great. Pulp Fiction. Kill Bill. I like Kill Bill as well. Death Proof is his worst, but I didn't mind that too. I like Kurt Russell, so. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I got to rewatch that. I haven't watched that for a while. Cancel the match. Oh. Tournament directors here. Jackie Brown is more original than Pulp Fiction. Is it? Do you think Swiatek playing so late was part of the reason she lost? Maybe. But also Svitolina has been really good. Yeah, it's tough. Kill Bill for me? Nice. Hateful Eight's also fun, yeah. It's got a crazy cast. I'm watching Lost at the minute. Yeah, I want to rewatch Community. That's what I want to do. I just want to stay inside for like a week and just binge watch Community. Jackie Brown's the best one for me. Okay. Nice. Why is it delayed? That's raining. Yeah, the rain is good for Darderi. He was down. He hasn't. I mean, he got. Did he break to win one? I think he only broke. He broke to win one of the games. Heath Ledger Candy film I saw. Okay. Where am I from? I'm from Australia. Yeah, he got broken. He broke back. Did he break to? Did he get? He got one. No, sorry, he held at 3-love, didn't he? He held at 3-love, and then he got a game, and then he got broken because he's only down one break. Darderi. Did he break? No. Sorry. Sorry. What am I saying? All this rain has messed with my brain. Ruud gave the break back. Yeah. So Ruud was up 2-love, and then he broke. He got broken. Yeah, Ruud was up 2-love, then he got broken, then he broke again, and now he's got break point now. Yeah. Yeah. What's Community? It's a TV show. All right. Are you aware that you are top 4 Eurovision? I am aware, yes. I actually put a bet on Australia to win because I think we're second favorite. But I watched because Finland apparently are the favorites to win Eurovision. I watched their performance. It's good. Finland's performance was crazy. I'm like, all right, we're probably not going to beat them. But yeah, apparently we were like really good. I saw the performance. I was like, oh, nice. I mean, we did send one of our best, like one of Australia's best singers ever. Like, we did send in like a proper, like, superstar Australian singer. So you'd hope that we'd win, or at least do well. Yeah, Finland's performance, I was like, holy shit! They had like the flames and the violin, and I'm like, oh, this is too much. They got it sorted. Like, Finland are crazy. You gained a new sub. Hey, what's up from the Dominican Republic? What's going on? Yeah, we have violin players who was a playgirl. Okay. That's crazy. I didn't know that much. I only knew that like there was just flames and then like somebody was like playing a violin with this camera spinning around. I was like, what the hell is this? Sweden's better? I didn't see Sweden. Don't want you watching scary movies by yourself. You need a chaperone. What? Are you talking to me or somebody in the chat? Inglourious Basterds is my favorite. Pulp Fiction a close second. Yeah, and Inglourious Basterds is a good one. Assuming you win, will next year be broadcast in Australia or ran in Europe? Apparently, it will be in the UK. I think if Australia win, then the UK host on our behalf. I think that's meant to be the situation, because there's no way they're gonna do a Eurovision in Australia. That's gonna be so expensive, and then like all the European countries having to watch Australian time, like that's crazy. Unless they do the performances at like 1 a.m. here in our time, maybe. If you want to visit one country, what would it be and why? I want to go back to Japan because it's awesome. Japan, I was there for like a couple of days. It was great. I would love to be in Japan for a month or 2 months. I feel like Japan just have it figured out. when it comes to like you don't have to have a car and you can survive in the city anyway. Like it's just so peaceful. It's just so peaceful. And I know every country has its problems, and I'm sure Japan has its problems, but going there and it's just such a, it's like, and I know everyone says this because it's also everyone says the same thing when you go to Japan. It does change you, but like you just get like it just make it like everything. Everyone's so polite and respectful, and it's just really like, I don't know, it's just a really cool vibe. It's really nice. It's actually peaceful and organized. So I would love to go to Japan again. It's great. It is great. What videos do I get a shout out at the end of from my Patreon? At the end of the streams. I'm sorry I haven't put the I've only put the YouTube members at the end of the stream, but I've got to get the Patreon members too. Hang on, Horror Critic, let me just check. Because we've just kicked up the Patreon again lately, so what level of membership are you? Are you a tier 2 or a tier 5? Sorry, tier 1. Are you a supporter or a champ? You're a champ. You're a legend. Oh, you're a legend. I'll chuck it on the video now. So yeah, you get it at the end of the streams. Thank you for reminding me. I didn't realize I haven't had a chance to look at it. And thank you for becoming a legendary member. There you go. So at the end of this stream, you will see your name. Sorry, I didn't see that. Sorry, I didn't do that. Yeah, so legendary members get on the channel and on the Patreon get featured at the end of in the stream at the end of every stream, or the end of streams. We can turn this off now because it's. Sorry, I didn't do that earlier. Thank you for reminding me. I think you're the only tier legend member. We got a GOAT tier, but that's just crazy. How do I like the Lost in Translation movie? I haven't seen it. I'm looking for it, though. It's on my list. Japan should have their own Grand Slam. Well, they have a big tournament. Japan is so clean. I love Japan. Oh, yeah. It's just... Oh, man. I tell you, chat. Maybe it's a certain type of person that likes Japan. As in, like, it's like, you know, you got to have, like your personality, or like you gotta have like. I like things being neat and tidy. Japan is for me, right? Unlike many countries in Asia, well, you didn't have to say this, right? I don't know. You got come on, bro. We have a lot of people from Asia in here, so why are you going at people from Asia? Japan is very quiet, educated, developed. Why would you say unlike many other countries in Asia? What? There's a lot of people from Asia in here, and that's simply untrue. Why would you say that? You could have just said Japan is very quiet and developed. You didn't have to say anything else. We have people from all around the world here. Come on. You're talking about your fellow chatter, mate. Come on now. Tokyo's cool. Yeah, I want to go to other places in Japan though, not just Tokyo. Have you been to all the other countries in Asia? Are you basing this off your own experience? You should see it if you like Japan. Oh, that movie? Yeah, I've heard it's great. Mongolia's nice. Okay. I've been to China and it was absolutely awesome. Especially the people, they were so nice and friendly. I know, right? Not that but I don't know. For some reason, people in the West, or at least in Australia, think that going to China is scary. But I went there and it was great. People were super friendly. People wanted to I was getting asked so many questions. It was weird. I was like, they were really, really interested in in what Australia was like. They were really, really friendly. And the food is delicious. God, I had the best dumplings ever in Beijing. I've never had dumplings so... Oh, they were great. They were great. The greatest dumplings I've ever had were in Beijing. It's awesome. Did I end up going to the Philippines? No, I haven't had a chance. I haven't had a chance to go anywhere this year. I think I've streamed every day but 3. Match is starting in 25 minutes. Is it Zen quality Asian countries? Yeah. Have I been to Spain? I have. Malaysia was nice. I lived in Melbourne too. The Crown Casino and the city vibe is kind of like Vancouver, from what my family told me. Yeah, I've heard it's like Vancouver as well. Is it on my bucket list? Yeah, my bucket list is I want to go to 50 countries. And I'm already at 30 something. How many countries I've been to? I'm running out. I've got to go to South America, but I've got to do all of South America in one big go. I've been to most of Europe. Ooh. Here we go. Come to Italy? Yeah, I'd love to go back to Italy. All right, so according to this random app that I downloaded, I have been to 34 countries. I've covered 17% of the world. There you go. How many languages do I speak? 1. Just one. Just one. Now, look, technically I've been to more because, if you split up the UK into 3 different countries, I've been to 3 countries in the UK. Scotland's a country, right? So I guess technically I've been to 36. If we want to say England, Wales, Scotland, you get diabetes from sitting every day. Hey, shout out to my doctor in the chat. Thanks for the concern. I'll be okay. And you know what? At the end of the day, if I'm not, that's what life was supposed to be. Europe is a mess. Okay. So, I haven't been to Belgium. I haven't been to Portugal. I haven't been to Greece. Pretty much I haven't been east of Poland or Hungary, right? So I haven't been to all those more Eastern European countries like Serbia, Bulgaria, Romania. All of those are on my list. I want to do all those countries. I haven't been to Finland. I've been to the other countries though. So yeah, so there's still some Europe countries that I want to go see. I haven't seen yet. I haven't done any of the Middle East because when I traveled to the UK, I went through America. So yeah, I've been to Prague. I have been to Europe, Australia, and Brazil. That's it. Hey, Europe is one, but you can go to a lot of places in Europe. Europe is not just one. Australia is one, but yeah. I've been to England, Scotland, Chile, Spain, France, Belgium, Luxembourg, Yugoslavia, Tenerife. Nice. Isn't Tenerife in England or Spain? It was one of them. First thing Cam said to me was that he was in Sweden in the winter. I did go to Sweden in the winter. I did. By the way, Pat, I went back and looked at that stream. Did you? Were you like the one of the one? Like you were around when we had 1,000 when we got 1,000 subs, didn't you? Like you were like you got here. You were here pretty much like the day that we were at 1,000 subs. It has stopped raining. We've got about 20 minutes till we start again. You haven't been to any countries in Africa. That's definitely on my list too. 175, I think. Yeah. I know it was around 1,000 or pre-1,000. Tenerife and Madrid. Nice. Have we been to Northern Ireland? No. I've been to Ireland. Been to Iceland. I've been to the Australian East, Sydney and Blue Mountains up North Cairns. Cool. So you didn't go to Melbourne. So you missed out. That's okay. Next time. I remember the day you hit 100k subs. Team versus Federer, Madrid 2019. I know. What a stream. What a match that was to have the 1,000 subs too. That's crazy. That was like 7 years ago this week. Please come to South Africa when you are able. And please let us know for a meetup. Hey, we'll do a meetup in South Africa. Have I seen the Northern Lights? I did. It wasn't easy to see them. They were they weren't great that night, but I have seen them. Been on the channel for 6 years. Hey, thank you, Amir, for sticking around. No Melbourne and no Western Australia or Northern Territory. Fair enough. Countries in Africa are so diverse and beautiful. Oh, yeah. I would love to go. See, with South America and Africa, for someone who lives in Australia, to go to those two places, you have to go there and stay there for a while and go a lot of places. Like, it's not I'm going to go there to one place and come home. Like, for me, I'm like, if I go over there, I want to go to a bunch of different places, a bunch of different countries. I don't want to just go and like, I'm going to go to Brazil and then come home. I want to go to Brazil. I want to go to Chile, Argentina. Like, I want to travel around. Make the most of that. So then I got to be there for like a month, right? You should come to Gotham City. It's nice here. Okay, Batman. I think I've been sub for like 3 years. Yeah, a lot of people who have been members for a while have been sub for a while. They're coming back in 15 minutes. And hopefully we will be all right. We might actually get through the rest of the day without any interruption. The radar says no more rain. So yeah. So the night session starts in an hour. So that's going to get pushed. But luckily, the night match is on first. The Sinner match is on first. So the night session starts with Sinner. How many members do we have currently? I don't know. Yesterday, Michael gifted a lot, so I have no idea. We could have 1 million. No. Yeah, it hasn't updated yet, so I'll let you know. Ask me in the final, and we'll probably know by then. I accidentally saw Bill Clinton in Sydney Harbour. Ooh, it sounds... What were you up to? Where? Where'd you see him? It's the way you said it that made it funny. Yeah, accidentally. That was like what? Yeah, accidentally. That was the word that kind of that was. What do you mean accidentally? What? Hang on, accidentally what? What happened? Where? Were you trying to avoid him, or he was walking around with a little entourage? Oh, okay, nice. Match is going to start in 15 minutes. That was comment of the day, yeah. Have I seen John Butler Trio? No, I haven't. I want to be a member, but I can't. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully it opens up soon enough to your place, so then you can get a membership, or you can be a membership, or be a member. What racket does Demon use? I have no idea. Does anyone know off the top of their head without me looking? What racket does Demon All use? How long was the rain delay? I have no idea. We've just been yapping the whole time. It's actually gone pretty quick. I want to say an hour and a half. The rain is not stopping until 3 hours. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see you. We'll see you in 3 hours. Bye. See you in 3 hours. Bye now. Come back in 3 hours. We'll be still here. Bye. That guy's going to come back in 3 hours and the matches are done. He's like, hang on a second. You said the matches were over. No, you said. You said the matches were not coming back. The matches are coming back in 13 minutes. That's a 1-3. I missed the travel talk apparently. No, we're still talking travel. Laura, how many places have you been? How many countries have you been to? Actually, chat, write in the chat, how many countries have you been to? And don't, if you say 1, that's fine. 2, doesn't matter. This is not a competition. 45. And if it was a competition, nobody could beat Laura anyway. All right. By the way, Dutchie, you can't have gone to 0 unless you live on the moon. 1, your home country counts. So like Canada counts. 3 for Deb, okay. 13. Ooh, 35. All right. 15. 45. Geez, some of you have been around the world many times. 13, 6, 2 then, okay. Yeah, you count your home. You're literally from a country. Like your home country counts. Australia counts for me. I've been to Australia many times. Lived in 6, visited 23. Wow, that's epic. A miserable 8. Hey, nothing wrong with that. 8's good. What I read something like I don't know, I saw some like probably BS stat that said that like only like 10% of the world have went overseas or something. I'm like, okay. Or 1% of the world has been overseas or some shit, like something crazy. I never counted, like 20 or so. Nice. Traveling is my main hobby. I love traveling is an expensive hobby, but maybe I should just join the Amazing Race. Maybe that's that's what we could do. How fun would that be? Maybe I should join the Amazing Race. Is that sort of thing? Can you imagine? Be like tennis streamer from Australia, and who would I take? And his moderator, Deb. Deb, do you think we'd win the Amazing Race? That would actually be funny. And his moderator, Deb. We could win the Amazing Race. Yeah, I could go with my brother. Yeah. Take Chad? Yeah. Tennis streamer Cam and his phone with a chat on it. And his camera and phone with 900 people on this in the chat. There we go. I'll bring chat with me. Hey, the sun's coming out. That's fun. But that'd be fun. I'd actually love to do that. That'd actually be cool. I think I'd love that. I love chat. If you ever go overseas, you should just pretend like you're on the Amazing Race. It's really fun. Well, that's fun. Like you get out of the airport, and you're like, where am I going? Where am I going? Just don't run, but like, you know, play the Amazing Race in your head, like pretending like you're like on a time limit. You're like, okay, I gotta get my ticket for the train. I gotta get on the bus. You just makes it so much more fun, especially when you do it alone. If you're by yourself, you just play the Amazing Race and be like, okay, I got to get to here, and here's the checkpoint. I got to do this. But I need to eat. I'm going to get some food, then we get some snacks, then we get on a bus. I love it. I love that. So much fun. We went on a Norwegian cruise line. Ooh. And go on to the Panama Canal. Nice. If you go to Australia, where should you go? You should go to Melbourne. You should go to Sydney and see the things. Opera House, Bridge, whatever. And then come to Melbourne because that's where it's really at. Melbourne's what is that's the real fun part. And how likely will we resume in 10 minutes' time? Very likely. 13 places, Tina. Nice. Yeah, anyone who's been to like nearly 50 places already, I'm like... Phew. So wait, Laura, have you done like Africa and South America? Is that where... How did you get to 45? Because I'm struggling to get to 40. And I'm like, I got to go to the Philippines. And then I got to go to like... Dubai, like Middle East, like I don't know where I could like find places to go. Morocco only in Africa. Okay. So what, have you done like all of Europe? You must have done all of Europe. 45 is crazy, I know, right? I would struggle to name 45 countries. You've been to 104. Oh wait, Cactus, you said this last time. Crazy. That's insane. Most of my 45 been actually at Europe. Okay. Because I've been to a lot of Europe, but I obviously haven't been to enough. Like if I went back to Europe, I'd have to go Belgium, Portugal, then I'd have to go like Finland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, right? Belarus, Ukraine, Moldova, and then like Bosnia, Serbia, Romania, Greece. Like, but that's only like 10. Oh, then again, 10 more would... Like if I've been to 36 place, I'm only 9 behind. I could probably go to... Yeah. So you must have done all those countries then. Come visit the UAE. I'll take you off-roading in the desert. That sounds dangerous. Lots of Europe. Okay. Have I been to Italy before? I have. I went to Venice. I only spent like one night in Italy, but it still counts. I'll go back. I haven't been to Rome yet. I haven't been to Monaco either, actually. Okay. Go to the Philippines? Yeah, that's the plan. Maybe I'll go to Japan and then Philippines on the way home. In Europe, I'm missing Ukraine, Belgium, Romania, Bulgaria, San Marino, Andorra, Bosnia. Okay. I've been to the rest. Okay. Jeez. Do the Geneva and Hamburg draws come out today or tomorrow? Tomorrow. Oh, no, they probably come out today. Where's Gene? Gene would know. Then they come out today. Been to 8 countries if you count Bahamas and St. Martin as their own countries. Yeah, fair enough. Where do you want to go next? So, new countries, I want to go to Philippines. And then if I want to go back, I want to go back to Japan. All right, players should be out on court in about 8 minutes. I plan to go to Philippines and plan to go to Fiji and Tuvalu. Okay. Yeah, Fiji's on my list. Come to Austria. I want to meet you. I've been to Austria. I've been to Vienna. Don't forget to go Jollibee. Oh, yeah. Jollibee is on the list. Talking about different places. Have you seen the movie Jumpers? You would like it. I think I have seen it. Is that the one with Bruce Willis? Or was that Looper? Can't remember. I think I have seen it. Is Jumpers the one where they teleport everywhere? I think I've seen that movie. Is Ireland included in Europe? Yeah. Have you been to Budapest? I have. Have I been to New Zealand? Yeah, I went to New Zealand a couple of years ago. Not Bruce Willis. They tell. Okay, I'm getting confused because there's two movies. There's a time travel one with Bruce Willis, and then there's that. All right. Here we go, chat. We are almost back. We are almost back. Have I been to China? Yeah. I went to China last year. No, 2 years. End of 2024. Watch The Vicious Kind. I loved it. Okay. All right. Now, hopefully, chat, that was it for the rain delays. And we can get through the rest of the night without a problem. Looking at the weather, it's supposed to not rain for the rest of the night, so we could be all good, and that would be just fantastic. Yes, Zverev withdrew from Hamburg. Yep, he is out. Still in a timeout? You shouldn't be. I mean, Nightbot has been sniping people for some reason. Probably because you're saying or doing things that Nightbot doesn't like. What is the best, most beautiful city you visited? I don't know about most beautiful. The cities that have wowed me have been Tokyo and New York. And London. I know people are like, oh, those cities suck. Except for Tokyo, it's great. But those are my favorite. Hey, that guy dabbed. It's 2015 all again. I love 2015. That guy just dabbed. Love it. 2015's back, baby. Have I been to Napoli? No, I haven't. I've only been to Venice. Venice was kind of awesome, though. I also love Paris, London, Sydney. Yeah. Do I like tall buildings, I guess? Yeah, I like cities. I am an architect, after all. Have I been to Canada? Yes, I have. I have been to Canada. And I have been to Toronto. Do we still have the Ghost of Zverev? No, that was just for... I can't believe people remember that. That was just for 2022 because he was gone. But now that he's been back for 4 years, we don't need the Ghost of Zverev anymore. He's there. We got the real thing. He's back. Venice is great, but hardly more than a weekend trip. Yeah. I was there for like an afternoon, and that was enough. You're an architect? Well, I was. But I am. But I'm not practicing. Chad, how does that work? Like, I'm qualified, and if tomorrow I could get a job tomorrow in that field, but I'm not a practice. I don't do that job now. So what is that? Can I still say that I am? I'm retired? Well, I'm not technically retired. Does going to the airport count as going to the country? No. Stopovers don't count, I don't think. Because otherwise, nah. Stopovers don't count. All right, players are coming back. Say I have a degree. I do. Can we have a Ghost of Alcaraz instead? No, that's just depressing. People will get it. Wouldn't be the Ghost of Zverev was like a reminder that he's going to come back. But I feel like Alcaraz wouldn't be funny. If we did Ghost of Alcaraz, I think Alcaraz fans would get mad. You're now a tennis statistician. Well, I'm trying to be. I'm in training. All right, players are back. I think we should be sweet for the rest of the night. Do I have a favorite airport? No, not really. No. I just love the buzz of an airport though. Like the buzz and like, I love going to like an airport and then like, cause everyone's going somewhere different. Like I just love that. Like, and it's just like chaos because people are freaking out that they're not going to make their flights. And like, it's just like, there's such like but everyone's excited as well because everyone's going somewhere. Some people are going home, but it's still like, there's just like an excitement. I love it. Like, airport vibes are great. Love it. So much fun. All right, they're going to warm up, and then we're going to get back on track. All right, thanks for hanging around, chat. We did it. We got through the rain delay. I can't believe we did it. Best airport is Hong Kong. Okay. You should visit Florence. It feels like I need to go to a lot of Italy. I've only been to Venice, so I definitely need to go to more of Italy. Airport sounds is a niche in ASMR, by the way. Oh, is it? Well, I know what I'll be listening to tomorrow. All right. As the crowd start to chant, then Darderi needs him because he is down a break and a break point. For 2 hours, by the way, since we've last played. 2 hours since we were playing. We started watching rain 2 hours ago. That went pretty quick, though. I feel like that went pretty quick. Great job keeping us entertained. No worries. I feel like that went pretty quick. All right, let's see if Darderi can figure it out. And then remember that after this, we have the night session, but it's going to be a delay of like probably about half an hour. So it won't start, like Sinner's match won't start straight away after this because they've got to get rid of this crowd and bring in the new crowd. But it will be straight after this. Within 30 minutes. Keeping 1,000 live viewers without a game being on is kind of impressive. Yeah, that's kind of crazy that you all stayed. Maybe it's because we just shot the shit for 2 hours, so it's just like engaging content. I don't know. By the way, chat, I do have another box of cards, but I wanted to save it. I don't want to open cards again. I want to save it for another rainy day. What's your mailbox? Next time I can send you a postcard. Yeah. We got a PO box. Here you go. Send your postcards. That's why the postcard war was inspired mainly because I want to know where everyone's from and I want to see all the different places that you guys are from. But also I just love seeing different places. Adam.
Let's go, Darderi. Need you to make a comeback.
All right, here we go. Well, he's back on the court, so let's see what happens. Thank you for the 5. Where is the PO box? I can't find it. There it is. There it is. That's the PO box. Feel free to screenshot that. And yeah, send a postcard from somewhere strange. If you've been somewhere different, Turkmenistan sounds crazy. Turkmenistan sounds great. We definitely don't have one from there. You're kind of good at this streaming thing. Thank you. I'd hope so. I've been doing it for fucking 8 years. I couldn't imagine being terrible at it after 8 years. Why do I get baseball when I hit like? Wait, you get a baseball? Well, that's not... Wait, maybe it's because we talk too much about the Rockies. You get a baseball when you hit the like button? Chat, everyone hit the like button right now and see if there's a... You lie. Come on. Wait, is it baseball? It was a tennis ball for me. Everybody hit the like button and see what happens. It's a tennis ball. I got a baseball too. It's a tennis ball. Tennis ball for me. Okay. So some people are getting baseballs. Okay, we must be talking about the Rockies so much. All right, here we go. It's break point. Serious right now. We're getting back into it straight up. Here we go. Darderi is in big trouble already. 4-1 down and a break point. Ruud, last rain delay, he came back and he played terrible. Return goes into the forehand of Darderi. Backhand from Ruud into the forehand of Darderi. Into the forehand of Ruud as Darderi forehand up the line. Ruud gets it back with a slice. Darderi forehand again. It's a drop shot. Ruud's going to get it and hit a winner, and that's the double break for Ruud. Ruud gets the double break. 5-1. That is the worst time to come back from a rain delay, and then you have to save break point. You're already down a break. I mean, Darderi gave himself the worst. I mean, he had to hold that game just to like at least 4-2 would have been a lot better coming back to try and break rather than saving a break point when your first point back. Brutal. All right. Ruud's got the 5-1 lead. He serves. Into the backhand of Darderi. Return goes in the front of Ruud. Darderi backhand up the line. Ruud slices it back. As Darderi forehand goes the backhand of Ruud. Darderi forehand again. As Ruud gets it back with a forehand up the line. Winner. Jeez, Ruud is playing some tennis. And even Darderi's like, too good. Too good. 15 love. 15 love. By the way, thank you everybody who has subscribed to. We're almost at 297. Could we get to 297 by the end of the day? That'd be crazy. All right, that goes out by Darderi, 30 love. It's a soccer ball when you press it. That's crazy. All right, 30 love. Oh, you're kidding. Oh. That's crazy. Serve again. Into the backhand of Darderi. Return is in the net. 40 love. Ruud. Ruud to take the first set here. $40 love. As we let. Just subscribed from Hong Kong. Hey, what's up? Return goes to forehand of Ruud. Forehand now from Darderi. Up goes a lob. Bounce smash Ruud. Darderi gets it back. Ruud with a volley. Goes wide. 40-15. Darderi wins his first point of the return. 40-15. 40-15. Still set point. As Ruud serves. To the forehand of Darderi. Return goes out. Ruud first set. 6-1. Ruud 6-1 first set. All right. Yeah, Darderi didn't hold serve once in that set. He held serve 0 times. But he did break. But that was in the third game, and that was like 3 hours ago, actually. 8.2 performance rating for Ruud. 6.3 for Darderi. Yeah, Ruud just played so much better. It was just so solid and had breaks in every single Darderi game. He broke 3 times and won the set 6-1. 4 winners, 7 errors from Ruud. 4 winners and 11 errors from Darderi, including 10 forced errors. So remember, forced errors are Ruud making Darderi hit an error. So Ruud, even though he only hit 4 winners, he hit 10 shots that Darderi made an error off. So yeah, Ruud playing really well. I feel like forced errors is such an underrated stat. It's so underrated. Because you can play so well and not hit clean winners, but you can still be dominating. And Ruud dominated. All right, 6-1. Maybe we will be back. The night session will start on time at this rate. All right. And we should be okay for the rest of the night. Oh, we should be all right for the rest of the night when it comes to the weather. So Ruud is playing so good right now. Oh, yeah. I mean, look, Ruud got injured and then he withdrew and we thought, oh, no, Ruud's done. And then he comes back in Madrid and Rome and he's like, oh, no, I'm fine. My leg just hurt. But I can play still. Okay, yes, you can. Yes, you can. By the way, if Ruud does win this, his ranking will go. He's already number 20 in the world if he loses. But if he wins, he'll go back up to number 17. And remember, last week he dropped down to 25. He's back up to where he was like 2 weeks ago. Darderi, by the way, win or lose, is a career high ranking at 16. So Darderi's already at a career high, win or lose. But yeah, Ruud is climbing back up. And if Medvedev wins tonight, he'll go up to number 7. As Darderi with a lovely shot, 30 love. If Medvedev wins the tournament, that's where it really gets interesting. And he goes up to number 5, which means he'll be number 4 seed at the French. So if Medvedev does beat Sinner and then wins the whole thing, huge boost for Medvedev, ranking-wise. Big difference between being number 8 and number 4. There's a bit of fault second serve. Serving the backhand of Ruud. Backhand now from Darderi to the forehand of Ruud. Darderi forehand as Ruud forehand again to the forehand of Darderi. Ruud wins that point though. Darderi overhits it. And look, both these guys have won the first set. Both these guys have been in this position before. Remember, Darderi lost the first set against Zverev 6-1. He came back to win. And Ruud won the set 6-1 against Khachanov and lost the second 6-1. So this match is not over yet. Both these guys have lost and won from this position this week. Or at least lost the second set from this position. Forehand out. Darderi's a drop shot. And then a Ruud forehand up the line. It's too good. 30-all. He just caught Darderi by surprise big time. 30-0. Darderi needs to hold to start strong on the second. Djokovic's career is made of forced errors. Yeah. As a return goes into the forehand of Darderi. Darderi hits it out. 30-40. Ruud to take the break. To take the break to start this set. There's a bit of fault from Darderi. Second serve. And a double fault. All right. Ruud breaks. One love in the second. And Darderi is in big trouble. Darderi's exhausted. Yeah, he was looking exhausted in the first set, to be honest. To be fair, he wasn't looking the freshest. All right, Ruud with an ace. And it's 15 love. I'll tell you, Chad, if it is Ruud Sinner in the final, I know 12 months ago it was not good, but it has been 12 months. They haven't played since last year's Rome quarterfinal, so it could be interesting. Hopefully it's better than last year's match if it is the match we get, but yeah, hopefully, I don't know. I feel like this Ruud couldn't get any worse against Sinner, so, you know. As Darderi in the net, 30 love, and this crowd are just stunned. They're not cheering at all. Had nothing to cheer. Nice try. Love the camps. Love the spirit. I mean, look, if Medvedev makes Sinner work for tonight, then maybe Ruud does fancy his chance to push Sinner a little bit. Chad, if Sinner wasn't unbeatable and immortal right now, you would rate, and if we didn't know what happened last year, you would rate Ruud's chances against Sinner on clay. Like, if this was like a year, 2 years ago, you'd say, yeah, Ruud could beat Sinner on clay, maybe. It's not, though. But, like, Ruud on clay is like the strongest Ruud. It's just that he's playing like this, like, you know, he's just playing Sinner. So, like, good luck. All right, 40 love. As we get a forehand into the volley of Ruud, and Ruud puts it away. It's 2 love. Yeah, Darderi's got no energy. Like, he is not even, like, attempting to move. He is stuffed. If my grandpa had wheels, he'd be a bike. Okay. Yeah, like, maybe. Cam Ruud is very limited. Okay. 2 love Ruud. As Darderi serves a fault. Second serve. As the return goes into the backhand of Darderi. Darderi in the net. 15 love. I love 15, sorry. Love 15. Love 15. Then an ace down the tee, Darderi, all right. 15-0. $15 all. As we got a 4-4 rally. And Ruud puts that away into the corner. And it's 15-30. 15-30. All right, as Darderi makes another error, and it's 15-40. 15-40. Ruud for the double break. As we default second serve. As the second serve goes to the back of Ruud, and Darderi puts it in the net. He tried to serve and volley. And I think he's just out of answers, Darderi. He just doesn't know what to do here. All right. Ruud with a set and 3-love. I'm sorry, but Ruud is an objectively good player, and he's so safe, but so safe and effective, and he looks like a safe person too. Hard to have any emotion about him, unlike, say, Norrie, who's a fun villain. Okay. Cool. Thanks. Why are you... You're here for Darderi then, obviously. I love it how it goes from like, I don't think he's good enough to beat Sinner to, he's also boring. Like, as a person. Okay. Cool. And? Like, what are we doing? Looks like a rude awakening for Darderi. Boom. All right, 3-love. Ruud. 41 minutes, by the way. 41 minutes. Maybe he is opening the bakery like Swiatek. I was only joking. 3-love. Serving to the backhand of Darderi. Return goes in front of Ruud. Darderi backhand. Into the backhand of Ruud as Darderi forehand again. Goes long. 15-love. Chat. Not even a joke. The rain delay was almost twice as long as the match has been, or the match is going to be. Like, this match might go for an hour. The rain delay was 2 hours. Like, this match, like, a third of this stream has been the match, and the other 2/3 has been watching the water. 15-0. Thank God that we had a rain delay. This stream would have been over in an hour. That would have been a terrible semi-final. But the rain delay has padded it out. It actually worked out well. We needed the rain delay to make this a long match. to kill 3 hours, like a couple hours. If this had gone for an hour and there was no rain delay, we would have been over in, like, I would have been doing nothing for the last 3 hours. Like, what, 2 hours? First time we've ever been, like, grateful for a rain delay. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Darderi. Return the forehand of Ruud. Forehand from Darderi up the line is long, and it's 30-15. Ruud had a bad first impression on me when he keeps on winning just 250s at first, but ineffective against top players, and I felt he had a lot of lucky draws in Masters before. Why are you so upset? Serve to the backhand of Darderi. Return goes long. It's 40-15. Why are you so mad? All right, 40-15. Casper has stolen Swiatek's clay powers when they play the mix. Yeah, he's got to represent the Rafa. He's got to represent the Rafa gang. By the way, Ruud is from the Rafa Academy, I'm pretty sure, too. He's an alumni, isn't he? Or at least he trained there a lot. Maybe just a fan. He wasn't an actual student. He just went there a lot. He just hung out there. All right, 4-Love. Yeah, Ruud won Madrid last year. 2-time Grand Slam finalist, by the way. 2-time French Open, 3-time Grand Slam finalist, by the way. This guy. Number 2 in the world. Almost got to number 1. Had he have won the tiebreak against Alcaraz in the third set of that US Open, he might have been world number 1. I don't know what you would have thought if he was world number 1 once. Can you imagine if Ruud was Grand Slam champion world number 1? That guy would have lost his mind. It's kind of good that he wasn't, because everyone would have, so many people would have been like, worst number 1 ever, right? And say that crazy shit, you know? Which is so rude. 15. See, I can make jokes too. 15 love. See, chat, I can be punny. As the return goes into the forehand of Darderi. Ruud forehand up the line. Darderi backhand cross-court winner. Nice work from Darderi. All right. 30 love. Ruud, by the way, with a front way tweener. I missed that completely. So you know Ruud's playing well when he's doing front way tweeners. Ruud's doing front way tweeners because he can. Do that against Sinner. Ace down the tee. I tell you, Darderi might have taken that a bit personal, though, because he's like, really? You're kicking my ass and now you're going to do trick shots? All right. But you better watch yourself. 40 love. First serve's a fault, second serve. As I just said, he just feels too lucky to get to where is to a degree. Okay. Seeing their level at the best, much higher than Ruud's, in my opinion. Again, why are you mad? Why are you mad at Casper Ruud? Like, what did he do to you? 4-1. Dude just playing tennis at the best of his ability. And yeah, okay, he's not better than Alcaraz, but like, you're mad. Why are you mad? Why does that make you mad? Don't get so mad. Let Ruud play. That tweener was hilarious. Yeah, that tweener was like insulting. I gotta be honest. That was cheeky. And I don't think Darderi appreciated that. Even the crowd were like, oh. They're like, why? Ruud doesn't do trick shots. So that's why it's even weirder that he would do something like that. You'd be like, why is he doing that? Darderi has spent 10 more hours on court than Ruud. That's crazy. 10? Wait, 10? How? 10 more hours? That can't be right. 10 hours? More? How? That can't be right. It could be right. Has Ruud spent like no time on court? Is that why? 10 more hours? That's shocking. And also false. Wait, did I read that wrong? Did you say 10? 10 more hours. Where? Was it like the clay season, or are you talking about this week? Ruud's been on court for 5 hours, 22 minutes. Darderi has been on court for 9 hours and 26. So Darderi's been on court for 4 more hours this week, which is still crazy. Like, that's a lot longer. Like, Darderi's been on court way longer than Ruud. Unless are you saying doubles as well, maybe? Are you adding doubles as well? Maybe. I read that comment earlier from someone in chat. Oh, okay. So somebody else got it wrong. Yeah, maybe they were just exaggerating. like 20 hours, like 100 hours more, like a billion hours more. All right, backhand from Ruud goes long, and Darderi shakes the fist. I think Darderi's starting to cramp it really as well. Like, his legs are stiff, but he wins that point. Love 15. That's almost 2 whole matches. Yeah, it's like a whole another tournament. All right, love 15. Sinner and Medvedev come on in about 30 minutes. Backhand return to the forehand of Ruud. Forehand now from Darderi. Again to the forehand of Ruud. Ruud in the net. Love 30. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nah, that's all right. Ellie, it's all good. If somebody else said it, that's their fault. Love 30. Ruud in trouble. He has been broken already in this match. It was once, and it was the start, like the first set, but as all the crowd are cheering faults. Chat, do we like that? Do we hate that? What do we think of that? And I don't want anyone to say that it's rude because we've said that joke already 500 times. Return now. Goes out by Darderi, 15-30. Actually, I want to do a poll maybe. I don't like doing polls, but we'll do it anyway. Crowd hostilities. Like, dislike, loathe entirely. No. 15-30. As Ruud into the backhand of Darderi. Forehand from Ruud. Darderi puts up a lob. And Ruud puts away the smash. Solid. What do we think of crowds getting involved? Like cheering double faults. Cheering faults. First serve faults. What do we think? By the way, the umpire just told the crowd to not yell out during the point. So there we go. Good poll for the moment. Like, dislike, loathe entirely. It hurts you. Like when you see it, you're like, oh, I hate this so much, and this is the worst thing about tennis. That's what loathe entirely means. Dislike is like, oh, I don't like it. It's whatever. Like is like, yeah, it's cool. Why am I explaining how things are? You know the words. All right, 30-all. As Ruud serves into the backhand of Darderi. Return goes into the forehand of Ruud. No, Darderi hit it long. Just long. 40-30. Yeah, it just went long. All right, so a lot of people don't like it. There's so many differences of crowd support and of crowd participation and hostility. Yeah, so I'm talking like crowds getting involved, cheering like errors and stuff, or like, getting crazy. Like just those hostile environments we know, like from Davis Cup and stuff. All right, Ruud double faults. And it's deuce. Do I like hostility? All right, deuce. I love a crazy crowd. First serve's a fault. Second serve. I love watching somebody go into a hostile environment and try and get through it mentally, because it's not easy. It's a beautiful volley by Ruud. And we talk about like how do you shut the crowd up? Like those kind of environments I love. I love when the Italian crowd gets crazy and then the opposition have to figure out how to, or the opponent has to figure out how to quiet them down, but also like how to keep their cool. Like I think that's just such an interesting like psychology. I love it. As Ruud serves a fault second serve. And I tell you, Ruud has not given this crowd anything to cheer for. Like he has quieted this crowd perfectly. Like, this crowd has had no effect on this match at all. They barely had anything to cheer. Backhand to backhand rally. As Darderi goes in the forehand of Ruud. Darderi backhand again to the forehand of Ruud. Into the backhand of Darderi. Ruud with the backhand again. The backhand of Darderi. Up the line is good. Ruud forehand goes in the net. We get back to deuce. This might be the loudest we've heard the crowd. And Darderi's trying to get them going. All right, so most people don't like or dislike crowd hostilities. Okay, fair enough. Why the heck do you keep saying Dottery? No, I'm saying like, sorry, I meant Dobby from Harry Potter. We're talking about Harry Potter before. Dobby, you know you know Dobby from, so I was saying not Dotty, Dobby. Yeah. Just give him a sock, you know? Just wanted a sock. Return goes into the forehand of Ruud. Forehand now from Darderi, and that's a winner by Ruud. I tell you, Darderi's legs are about to fall off. Like, his legs are stuffed. His legs are not working. He is walking like his legs are just stuck. Like, just... Like, he looks like he's going to bend his knees. All right, advantage Ruud to go to 5-1. First serve's a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Darderi as we had a forehand out from Ruud as Darderi hits it to the forehand and Ruud hits it long and Darderi screams. And the crowd are like, yes, finally, give us something to cheer. Let's go. I thought you meant ban Daughtry. Oh, no. No, sorry, not Daughtry. No, I'm not talking about the ban Daughtry. All right, deuce. As Ruud serves. Into the backhand of Darderi. Darderi hits a wide. And Ruud gets to advantage. And again, Darderi just doesn't have anything to be happy about because he's just not winning enough points in a row to get excited. All right, advantage Ruud for a 5-1 lead. As Darderi hits it back to the forehand of Ruud, forehand from Darderi. Into the forehand of Ruud as Darderi forehand cross court. Ruud gets it, goes up the line to the backhand of Darderi, and Darderi hits a winner. That's a shot. And that might ignite him a little bit. Back to Deuce. I tell you, this game has turned into a marathon. All right, back to Deuce. How does the scoreboard update? It updates by magic. Good old-fashioned magic. As Ruud serves a fault. Ooh. Second serve. Now, one of the crew out the back press the buttons. As a backhand return into the backhand of Ruud. Ruud hits a wide. Darderi with a break point. Darderi. Have I been saying it wrong this whole time? Wait, hang on, chat. Is it Darderi? Have I been saying it wrong the whole time? No. The umpire's wrong. The umpire's wrong. Can't be me. The umpire says saying it wrong. He said Darderi. Come on. Umpire. Come on, you should know the names. We do. Ruud serve. Second serve into the forehand of Darderi. As Ruud forehand to the backhand of Darderi into the forehand of Ruud. Drop shot Ruud. Too good. Back to deuce. Yeah, there's no way I can't be saying it wrong. How embarrassing. I've been watching this guy play like 3 matches in a row and I've been mucking up his name. That can't be right. You're insulting Italian people. How? All right, deuce. You pronounced it right now. Yes! Darderi. As Ruud forehand inside in, that's a good shot. And Ruud gets to advantage. Advantage Ruud. Advantage Ruud. Ten-minute game, by the way. Marathon. Yeah, no one's said anything earlier. Guys, I've been sitting here saying it wrong the whole time and nobody even told me. It's crazy. Can't believe it. How embarrassing. Ruud with a great smash. It's 5-1. can't believe this, chat. This is so, I feel so embarrassed. I've literally been sitting here saying the wrong name for like 3 days. And not one person in the chat has tried to correct me. Chat, I can't believe this. Do the jail thing? Oh, he just won the game. Never mind, yeah. All right. Darderi is serving to stay in the match. We do have Sinner coming up next with Medvedev. I'm sorry. That match makes me so excited. I'm so excited. I just love Klavedev versus Sinner. Let's go. Good drop shot, Darderi, as we're going to find out from Ruud. And then lob goes up. Ruud puts away the smash, and it's love 15. This could be a proper bakery here. You mispronounced other European names in the past and dismissed all corrections, so I guess folks are intimidated. Oh, and then you deleted your message. Whoops. Sorry. Was I not supposed to read that? Whoops. My bad. Sorry. Whoop. He deleted his message, guys. I better stop. Don't worry. We'll edit that out. Love 15. Backing up the line of the forehand of Darderi. He hits a drop shot. Ruud gets it back. Darderi puts up a lob volley. Ruud with a tweener. Oh, it's a terrible tweener. 1 out of 10. Darderi was giving away that point, by the way. 15-0. Yeah, I'm so intimidating. All right, 15-0. Darderi kind of gave that point away. I'm not going to lie. He would have, I mean, Ruud had the chance to hit shot of the tournament because Darderi was just like he was not locked in. Yeah, Darderi's exhausted. You can tell. Return goes into the forehand of Darderi as he hits it in the net. Oh, brutal. Your inaccurate pronunciation is part of the channel's charm. Look, I try. Chat, do I not try? I try. It doesn't help when like every time I say his name, somebody comes up with a different way to say it. I say Darderi, and then somebody in the house like, no, it's Darderi. And then somebody's like, no, it's Darderi. And I'm like, which one is it? By the way, Darderi is like, he's trying being a smart ass to the crowd because he's like, you come and play. Somebody in the crowd was like, yeah, Darderi's like being like, hey, come on, you come play. 15:30. Darderi ain't play his games. Somebody in the crowd's like, I could do better than that. Oh, really? Okay. Good serve out wide. Darderi wins the point. It's 30-0. And he's giving the thumbs up to somebody in the crowd. He ain't playing. 30-0. Yeah, the ATP website doesn't have every single player, though. Not everyone. But I do listen to that to try and get it right. Chad, I'm not that lazy. I mean, we've had a conversation for 4 days about his name, and we still haven't got it right. If I didn't give a shit, I wouldn't listen to what you guys were telling me. I have an Australian accent, all right? We sound weird. We say weird words. 30-40. It's a match point for Ruud. You spent 15 minutes on how to learn his name in the last match. Yeah, and then somebody said, actually, no, you're wrong. It's this. And I'm like, oh, now I'm confused. I'm not going to pass this test. We'll just have to watch him at Roland Garros and try it then. Anyways, Ruud returns in the net. And Darderi is back to deuce. Yeah, I listened to it on the website, but then people said I'm wrong. So I don't know. Some in the crowd said, we paid for this. That's so rude. That guy should be thrown out. That's crazy to say that if that was what was said. That's crazy. Anyways, return. Into the forehand of Darderi. Ruud backhand. To the backhand of Darderi is Ruud with a slice. Darderi drop shot. Ruud gets it. Darderi pass. Ruud volleys. A winner. Match point Ruud. And Darderi just has to smile at this point because he's just like totally outplayed. Advantage Ruud. We'll just call him Elvis. Advantage Ruud. And the return goes to the net by Ruud, all right? Darderi takes the point back to deuce. I'm going to have a listen to the ATP website again. And I'm going to hear what he says, and I'm going to say the way he says, and that's the right way. Darderi. And that is the end of that conversation. Anybody who says it from now on, you're wrong, I'm right. Darderi. Done. And that was the end of that. Deuce. As Darderi slice down the line at the back of Ruud. Darderi hits a forehand cross court, but Ruud's all over the net, puts it away. And Ruud gets match point number 3. Chat, it only took us until match point of his semi-final to get it right. Darderi. Perfecto. Yes. Does that mean good? Match point number 3, Ruud. I've just figured out how to say his name, and now he's not going to play the final. This is annoying. I put all that effort in. Now he's going to lose, and I'm going to be like, I hope he does well on grass, so then we can talk about him again. We'll watch Darderi again, though. He's so much fun to watch. As we go back and return now, the forehand of Darderi. Forehand out from Ruud on the stretch. Darderi goes into the net. There it is. Ruud wins. Actually, the last point of the match, I figure it out. All right. Hey, look. The one of a very few times that we're grateful to have a rain delay to at least extend that stream to make it a long match. I mean, that was a long stream, but not the match. The match was not long. The match was short. Ruud's into the final. 1-1. That was a Swiatek special. That was a very Swiatek special match. Casper Ruud is into the final. And he will be playing the winner of the next match between Medvedev and Sinner. So, yeah. But look, Darderi had a great run. Great run, Darderi. Made it to the semis, took out Zverev along the way. Big win against Zverev. Beat Hodar. Derailed the hype train or whatever how people want to say. Zverev lost to this guy. See, look, Zverev just can't win, can he? It's like when he loses, he gets kicked. When the guy he loses to loses, he gets kicked. When he plays Sinner, he gets kicked. Like, Zverev just can't win. He can't win. But that's not what I'm saying. I meant, like, he can't win. You're never going to win you over. The hell? Zverev's not even here and he's getting a side swipe. What the hell? He's not even here. Zverev's not even here right now. Oh, it was Zverev. The hell is Zverev? It's like people talking about Eala. She hasn't been here for a week. Zverev? He's in somewhere else. He's probably at Roland Garros right now. He's busy. Sasha ain't even here. Poor Sasha didn't even ask for that one. Crazy. All right, chat. But we're getting started. We're going straight into the next one. Because we have to find out who's going to play Ruud in the final. Sinner versus Medvedev. Ooh. I'm excited for this one. I'm excited. Jump on over there, talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. But nice win from Ruud. And look, he was basically won the first set and they had a delay. It was like 4-1 in the first set. But yeah, and thank you everybody for your patience as well. I told you it was going to be a bit of a slog, but thank you everybody who did stick around and the rain delay actually went pretty quick. So considering 2 hours of that stream was rain delay. But next, Sinner versus Medvedev.